Hey everybody, welcome. We are in episode 41 of our homebrewed Lost Mine of Phandelver game. It's been a long journey, and our adventures have faced many challenges along the way. But now you are closing in on the ultimate goal, stopping this mysterious being called the Spider, before they can unleash the powers of the Spellforge on Faerun. What started off as a quest to find a relic of the past that might be a great reward has been revealed to be much more dangerous. How's that for ominous? If that'll keep, we got to keep throwing the nuggets so people keep watching.
Yeah.
So Gasharo has discovered the ways of the shadow, though this discovery has come with a steep price. Under the taint of the Shadowfell, his body has become consumed by the darkness. Tortuna has taken a few turns of her own journey through the Triboar Trail. She eventually broke her pact with an unknown devil and was reborn by the might of the Lady of Luck as appreciation for Fortuna's dedication to her shrine and to helping Sister Gariel. Good job. Hemo started out as merely an adventurer, perhaps even a bit aimless, but his elven pride was eclipsed by his good heart on several occasions. He has been quick to help the people of Phandelver and tried his best to spare the lives of the enemies along the way. So good job. Finnis, oh, that's a complicated one now. It wasn't a couple of weeks ago. Finnis Tempur, follower of Kalimvor, began his quest with a whisper from the god of death to seek adventure, but perhaps his curiosity or his want for more power has placed him in a precarious bind, literally. Wielding the vengeance of Asmodeus has brought him strength against demons, but the sword might be taking more than it gives. Flander O'Donnell, Bard of the North, fled his father to prove himself worthy, more as much to himself as to his father. He has bound the party with his words of encouragement and songs of valor. The people of Phandelver have come to respect and almost idolize the eloquent half-elf. Nice job. And then we have brave Sir Eckankar, Paladin of Triboar, who was given a task to deal with the white dragon, now known as Cryovane. Fearlessly, he faced the dragon and completed his task, and found friendship and maybe even love within the small mining town tucked at the foothills of the Sword Mountains. Throughout your adventures, you met friends, rescued allies, and saved each other countless times. And now you set out on the most important and most dangerous mission of all. So you guys ready? All right.
Heck yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
We've also befriended a tribe of orcs. That's something interesting.
You did. That's right. I didn't put that in. I'm trying to summarize everything, but you guys did some cool stuff. Yeah. The tribe of orcs is awesome. Degneg and his that entire tribe is there.
And only some of them trying to help us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ready to go?
Yes.
Previously, you recovered the coded map that led to an observatory where you could find the exact location of the lost Wave Echo Cave.
Thanks, Colin.
Now known as a place where something called the Spellforge could summon demons, it became your mission to end this threat once and for all. But someone who called themselves the Spider has been one move ahead of you this whole time. You defeated King Roll and rescued your friend Gundren. But if you're not able to put a stop to the Spellforge and the Spider, it might all be for nothing. After Colin helped you decode Tamor's observatory, you said your farewells to him along with Quellen, Degneg, Jorlins, and a hesitant Gundren. And let's not forget Scoot. The dwarf wanted to join you in hopes of finding his lost brother within the cave, but you made the prudent decision to keep your old friend safe. You promised to return with any news of his brother's whereabouts. It was then just the six of you. With a storm cloud brewing to the west, you headed toward the ever-darkening skies to face the Spider and bring an end to the Spellforge. The broken lands at the foot of the mountains seemed abandoned until you came across an old woman struggling with her pack. She greeted you with kindness and offered to sell you each one of her little blue cups with a symbol of Tymora within the glaze and a gold ring around the lip. Some of you purchased a cup. Then the old woman looked to the sky. What a pretty bird. From those stories, From those skies came 3 winged humanoids, where they were going to use magical darkness to create a field of death. But Finnis was overwhelmed with an inner divine power and produced a mote of pure sunlight that washed away the darkness.
Including Gashar.
Without the darkness, the demons were dispatched by the heroes of Phandelver. Yet, in all that story, one important fact has been removed.
She disappeared.
She did disappear. However, in the perils of last week's adventure, one Finnis Tempur found himself out of control for a moment. Unable to contain himself, as he drew the sword, he saw a vision of something happening around probably the Spellforge, he's guessing. Some creature using a hammer and his staff. He cast some spell and was seemingly injured by doing so. And when Finnis sort of came about and realized what was going on, suddenly he changed. Something was different about him. His eyes burned red. His sword glowed bright, a little brighter, a little zeal. And Finnis was not Finnis any longer. At least not the Finnis you know.
Cameron's eyes are all lit up, though.
Yeah.
And he proceeded to,
Yeah, he proceeded to kick our asses.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He took a lot of work to put down.
So here is where we continue our story. The storm is heavy overhead. Lightning crackles in the sky. Let me do the Matt Mercer. The road to the Wave Echo Cave has shortened now, ever closer. Yet you carry with you the burdens of what will happen with Finnis as he steps ever closer to these demons. There's where we start. You find yourself, as you look to the map, out in the field. The last of the demons have faded. We'll say that your spell. How long does your light spell last? Your sunlight spell? 1 minute.
Let me verify that.
He did get himself out of the doghouse there after that.
It's 1 hour, but I can.
After being controlled or whatever.
Yeah, you can keep it going if you want.
I would until we're verified that there is no more threat. I'll keep it going for a couple more minutes, but then I'd probably extinguish it.
Okay, that kind of keep people from tracking you.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's just a little beacon right now.
not bother Gashar too bad. Still feel bad for the
Finnis is
massive life drain.
is that the vengeance of Asmodeus in your hand?
Yes.
Yes.
Give it back to him.
He'll put it
Why
back in the sheath.
Gashar? Why did you untie that? You know what happens.
I believe the answer was visible to us all as it flew in.
Yes, it was useful, but if there's a chance that we have to face Finnis again like that, like, why would you risk untying that? We got to tie that back up.
Why wouldn't you ask Finnis what he would like to do? He is himself right now. Look at him. You can see for yourself.
Yeah, but he wasn't himself when he was coming at us with that thing.
Agreed. Ask him.
Yeah, Ek will fly over and land next to him and just be like, do you think you can control yourself now?
I don't feel any different right now, so I feel okay. But if it makes you all feel better, I would be okay to tie my sword back up. That's fine.
I will
Surely-
gather myself, though.
Surely it's not that much of a hindrance, right? We have other weapons. At least until we can figure this out.
I do want to try something.
We'll all
I
back up.
take the sword and I just try to throw it away, like in this direction, away from everybody.
All right. You're gonna throw it at any one person, individual, or just randomly?
No, just into a bush.
All right. You release it. It spins away from you. One turn, 1.5. It disappears and appears in your hand.
Well, that's cool.
I do not believe
I
I
guess
want
some
to this to
good
go away.
news and some bad news.
That's
That's a
not
classic
good.
Finnis,
It seems the sword is bound to you.
did you will it to go away using your mind as well? Did you really want it to go away, or did you just want to see what would happen if you threw it?
I did want it to go away.
Insight? Can I?
Yeah.
does how back to normal does he look?
Well, he has that blue, that kind of grayish bluish face with little purple ripples going through it. He has got whitish long hair. He's got eyes that glow yellow. I mean,
Normal.
is that normal? It's I guess that depends.
That's normal for him.
It's as normal as Finnis has ever
But
been.
the sword is still glowing. It has like a red glow to it, right?
It does when you draw it, like a barely visible thin line. You know what I mean? Like it's just wrapping around it.
If you sheath it, will it stay sheathed?
I sheath it.
All right, you sheath the weapon. It seems to stay sheathed where it is.
I'm gonna turn to Hemo. He's like, I feel like we need to trust him. He's our friend. If that matter happens again, we can deal with it.
Next time I will just slap him first.
How
William
about
Slapper?
this? I'll meet you in the middle. We tie up the sword, and if we need to untie it again, we tell the rest of the party just in case that happens again. So we aren't caught unawares.
Can I
As if
hold on? I have a thought. Hold on. What if we did peace tie it?
some shade for Geshar, please. He's thinking.
Would he
Turn that off.
let's say that he did get controlled remotely again, like remote control Finnis. What's not to say that he would just peace tie himself? I think we must just trust him.
Oh, okay. Then, well, I guess I'm outnumbered here. I suppose I'll just have to be careful. Just promise you're not going to use it on anything that isn't a demon.
It's for slaying demons.
Otherwise, just maybe use something else. I've got other swords. I've got.
I mean, I also have this hammer.
I've got a rapier
Hammer slow,
here.
my bad.
You could
Where's your
use
hammer
my
I have a
old
plain
scimitar.
warhammer. It's not my special one that I traded for the vengeance.
Do you
Yeah,
want
I
to
guess it
use
is
your
just
you
the
want to
scimitar.
do you want to use your flaming? You want to use your warhammer as well? What kind of warhammer is it?
It's just a plain warhammer.
Plain warhammer. Do you want to
Yeah.
draw that one and wield that one instead?
I'll try to pull it out. I could use this as we're chatting.
Just to be
Right,
clear,
let's-
he did not use the sword on us. He used life drain on me, which is his innate ability, not sword.
You
So
can
I
hold. You're
guess-
holding your weapon. That's fine. You can hold that plain warhammer.
Substandard. Weak.
Can we see?
The things we're fighting kind of required a bit more power.
I could hold on. Let me just check my spell list here.
What? All right. Do you remember anything that happened
I
before?
do not have holy weapon yet.
No, he didn't remember anything of when he attacked us.
Don't cast that on the sword.
Is more powerful?
That would be a very bad idea.
I could try to. We could sleep. I'll need to sleep and do my rituals, but I could try to remove curse in the morning.
We should rest anyway.
Yeah.
I do not
Let's
wish to go on less than 100%.
let's try that. And just to be safe, maybe we all keep watch over Finnis. Maybe you just get to sleep the night, and the rest of us will keep watch.
All right.
No, I sleep.
I will not be resting.
Okay. Well, I only need 4 hours to trance anyways. We'll be fine.
What time of day is it? It's night right now,
It's
right?
night right now. Yes, and it's under a misty rain. It was raining more before. The rain is lightened a bit, but it is still under a light haze of a rain. As you look up to the clouds and the flashing lightning, you can see the mist of the rains kind of coming down. It's so light that you don't necessarily see raindrops as much as you kind of see this shadowy mist as the wind's kind of blow across this rough, broken land that you're in. You're at the foot of
how
the northern-
about it looks like we could climb up on top of this little thing up here and we could do a tiny hut and just kind of camp out.
where are you looking at going?
We're on top of this kind of island in the
South, south.
ravine
I'll
here.
move it over so
West, southwest.
Oh yeah.
South. There you go.
yeah.
Can
You
we?
want to put it up there? Yeah. You can definitely climb up there. The way over the back end is fairly easy. It's a gentle slope.
Yeah.
Can I like
I'm
scout
still
the
flying.
area? If it's dark and rainy, can I scout the area before we decide on our?
Definitely you want to give me a perception roll.
What about survival?
Just give me a perception roll to start with.
That's an 8. Oop, not advantage.
All right. Now give me a survival roll.
A 19 for some reason.
All right.
I mean,
Look
scouting
around-
for enemies is what he's good at. So.
Yeah. You look around for you don't perceive anything immediately in your area, like something watching you immediately. And you look around for tracks. All you see is something strange. The biggest thing you notice is that there's been no foot traffic in this area for probably a week.
Huh. Wait, like at all? Not
Like
even
at all.
Not even old lady foot traffic?
Are we still on what would be a trail in the map?
Yeah, you'd be roughly on, you're following a path, and you're following a path of least resistance as you are going toward the map location. So as you can see here, this area is kind of a ravine that's going through the rough lands. So you're kind of just passing through that area. If you wanted to go outside of that, you'd be climbing up and down hills and would slow your area out. So this is sort of like you're following maybe what one time could have been with a 19. I'll tell you, it could have been that this was at one time an old abandoned river, a river that was rerouted over time, and the beds have dried up, leaving behind this kind of deserted land where the vegetation around it has died away since it has had no water. And you're following that kind of river ravine.
Huh.
You can
I guess
see some of the broken foliage and the trees and stuff are kind of just the remnants of what used to be probably maybe more of a forested area that you've seen in other areas.
Yeah. I guess I go back to the party and say, well, doesn't seem to be any more monsters around. No more demons. No reason to pull that thing out yet.
Do you still have your cups, everyone?
Oh,
Yes, I was just about to mention that. What should we do with these?
Lander, are you going to join them on the plateau?
Oh, yes.
honestly, I just figured it would be a good souvenir to bring home. Something to drink a celebratory glass of wine if we actually survive this.
Well, we did get it from something nefarious. I don't know if if we should hang on to these.
Well,
Why do you say it was nefarious?
The woman? Well, she did disappear and then we were attacked.
Finnis,
After warning us of the impending attack.
could you detect if these contain any kind of divine power? I mean, they're marked with a Timora symbol.
To me, I
do not have detect magic.
I am not a priest.
I didn't do so well in my studies, but let me just give you a +0 religion roll. That's a 4.
4. All right. You sit down and you begin looking at these mugs, just kind of looking at them, and they look like they
They're
are
cursed.
blue glazed mugs with the symbol of Timora kind of raised with underneath the glaze. So it's not really accentuated. You just kind of see where the shadows kind of form with the symbol. And along the top is a lip of gold. Now, you don't know if it's real gold. It's maybe just a glazed gold,
Gold
but
plate.
yeah.
I don't know if it matters, but Eck got a nat 20 on his religion roll for that for a
He's
23.
like, what are you looking at?
All right.
Hemo
sit
goes,
down-
oh, it's just a mug, I
Hey,
guess.
check it
I
out.
know
Some cups.
my religion.
Now it's funny as you see Finnis staring at the cup, and he's sort of holding this cup in his hand, and he's looking at it, and he's just kind of looking at it, and he's looking at and he kind of looks at
He
everybody else.
spaces out for a
He
second.
realizes almost instantly he knows nothing about it, but he doesn't want to make it look like he absolutely doesn't
Yeah.
know anything about it. So he begins kind of, dressing it up. He's meanwhile, Eckankar walks over behind Finnis and looks over his shoulder. And Eckankar, as you look over the shoulder and you see this, you recognize these. These are somewhat legendary. They are actually considered a cup of luck, is what they call it. And what it is they are actually crafted magic divine items. They are divine items. You think that when you drink from this item, it will either heal one affliction, such as disease or poison, or restore 44 plus 4 hit points.
Wow.
However,
Okay.
once you use it, it cannot be used for every day. You need to roll a d6, and if you roll a 5 or 6, it refills, it refreshes itself. Otherwise, it's not useful that day. So you have a five or 6 chance of it of restoring. Otherwise, every day you can use them if they keep restoring.
I'll turn to Fortuna and be like, I couldn't have been more wrong. Finnis, you clearly saw this as well. These are incredible artifacts.
Oh, absolutely.
They can heal
immensely
you.
powerful.
Yes. No. These are incredible. I can't believe we came across these.
So fortunate.
Are they all that? Not
Yes,
just
all of them. And I believe there's just 3 or 4 of you. I can't remember. 3 or 4. 2 of you did
I
not
have
take
one.
I have
I
one.
did not take one.
And then
I got one.
Yeah, I think was it Graham. Graham, did you buy one? I can't remember.
I did, yes.
Okay, I know for sure. Finnis
Gashar did
did,
not.
and Gashar didn't. That's it. So 4 of you have them. Now you don't have
Yeah.
to. They don't have to be bound to you. You can use them like an item. And once you use it every morning at dawn, you roll a d6, and if you roll a 5 or 6, it refreshes, and if you don't, it's not usable that day.
Yes. No. Everyone, let's gather around. Let's make some tea. This is fortuitous for us.
Fortunatus.
Didn't the woman tell us just to use these when we were in need?
I don't know about you. I'm in a little bit of need.
Well,
If we rest for at least an hour, we can heal back hit points.
Well, I think we should make a full rest
yeah,
up here in Tiny Hut.
aren't we ready to?
Sleep through the
Turn
storm
it.
in our nice little bubble. I can try to remove this curse in the morning. You're all so concerned with.
Sorry, are you not concerned with this
No, we're
curse?
pretty concerned. I had to stab you there.
Yeah, I smited you.
I
was not too
a
upset.
vision, so I don't know what you're talking about.
For the record, Eckankar basically smites everybody, so that's
It's true.
Everyone is
Rarely
smitten
do I
with
smite my
Eckankar.
friends.
Smite for my friend.
I can only say rarely now.
Okay, so have you decided that if you're gonna do a short rest or a long rest? Are you gonna use
I
the
need a
cups
long
now, or are
rest.
you gonna use the cups later?
I don't need to use the cup. I need to rest and
Yeah,
replenish.
let's just
myself.
do this the big rest and save the
Tiny
cups
Hut it
for when
is.
we need them.
Okay,
And yet it is.
Now, just for clarification, using the cup, is that like, could I like pull like in a fight, could I pull out my water flask, pour it in the cup and drink? Or is this
Yep.
like an out of combat thing?
no, you can use it anytime. It's just like taking a potion.
Okay.
Yep. And so it takes the same amount of time as drinking a potion. And
Okay.
then once you do, it can immediately remove 1 disease, 1 poison, if you're under a poison or a poison effect, or it can heal 44 plus 4 hit points immediately.
Cool.
As that action. And then it's no
Cool
longer
item.
useful until you roll a 5 or 6 the next dawn.
So 48 points.
4d4 plus 4.
Cool.
It's basically like a superior healing
Oh
potion.
no, it's very cool. Very cool item.
So yeah, you can go ahead and you've rested. You can rest for however long you want to rest. You want to rest for 1 hour or for the full rest? Because then I can roll to see what happens.
Tiny hut, rest for 8 hours, and then I'll be up. I'll be first up to like watch when the hut goes down.
And watch
good.
Finnis.
Yeah, that too.
Keep one eye on Finnis, yeah.
Sleep with one eye open,
Yeah.
clutching your pillow tight.
Clutching my swords, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm picturing like
I don't need
how,
to actually. I
how
can just summon them.
I'm picturing how the possessed people in Ghostbusters slept like dogs. They're just panting.
I did have a question about Hemo's swords. How far away can you teleport them to your hands? Could you leave? Could you leave them in Phandelver?
Anywhere on this plane of existence.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do that too. And I throw the Asmodeus sword again.
Yeah, he does it. It appears right in his hand.
Oh wow. Wow, that's great, Finnis. What excellent.
See, are you sure we should get rid of these cool features?
It's that finishing touch, you know.
Oh,
Oh, that was good.
Come on, it is Father's Day. We need these jokes.
yeah.
Okay, so then a long rest. You guys settle down for a long rest. Your party injured. You cast your spell to put yourself in your protective dome. The crackle of the storm continues throughout the night. The top of your hut is kind of pelted by glistening light rain, and then later on in the evening, heavier rain, and then light rain. It kind of comes and goes, and you can see the flashes of light overhead. Just as the storm is beginning to ebb, beginning to fade, the first dawn light appears, and your tiny hut immediately evaporates on the 8th hour. Boom, leaving you early in the morning with a cool morning, but not exactly too wet. As the rain had passed by, the remains of the land have dried quickly in the last hour, and you can kind of just barely feel the strong sort of tactile feeling of the rain in the air. But you think that within a couple hours, it's going to be almost non-existent. What are you guys going to do now in the morning?
Well, we should make any preparations. It seems like we're going to reach the mine today, right?
That is the goal, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
30
sir.
minutes of meditation, and then I'm ready to go.
Finnis, are you going to change anything or do anything special?
I'm getting my spell set, and I will do one attempt here at a remove curse on the sword. Somebody
Perfect.
wants to gather around just in case things go sideways.
Yeah, of course.
Good luck.
Actually, can we give him any luck here? What does it entail, casting this spell?
Gishar looks at Fortuna.
Take a look here.
I cannot remove a curse.
But could
All
you
right.
I used
help?
to be able to bestow them.
No, I meant
Could you help
Verbal
Finnis to
somatic
do so?
instantaneous at your touch. All curses affecting one creature or object end.
All right. So you're going to go ahead and cast that spell?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the sword. I'm gonna can I just place it on the ground in front of me, or does it just zip back to my hand? If I'm
You-
like
as
if
long as
I'm
it's
kneeling,
Yeah, you can kneel down and you can lay it down in front of you on your knee, like right in front of your knees. Sure.
yeah, okay. And then I will place my hands over it,
All right.
mutter some ancient words, and burn the slot.
All right. You
So
see fit.
I lean over to Flander. I bet you 2 gold it doesn't work.
All right.
I'm doing it for
You're
your
on.
guys' peace of mind here.
Is Flander responding?
I said, you're on.
Finnis,
Oh,
you reach over.
I would not take that bet.
You place the sword on the ground just before your knees, and you reach within your more calmed mind. The morning has sort of calmed you and brought about a new day, a new way of looking at things. Taking a big inhale, you go forth and you're going to cast a spell, and you can't remember it.
Huh.
You go to cast it, and you're like,
Uh-oh.
How does that go again? Line, please. Line.
I swear I've
I knew this one.
You go to like you literally have just met you looked at it many times, in your mind. You've kind of gathered the power, you've meditated on it, you gathered it, then you turn around and you're like, you ever do that where you just literally can't remember the thing you
Every
do?
day.
And that you're just
Multiple times a day.
flabbergasted. You're like, I cannot remember how to cast this spell.
Does it feel like what it feels like after you've already used your spell slots?
No, No, it's like he just
Muster it.
doesn't. He has the power, but he doesn't. He's like, how do I cast it? I don't remember.
What? How is
And
that?
Flander hands 2 gold over to Fortuna.
Fortuna's
I believe you're meddling in the domain of the deities.
That 2 gold has been transferred from the well-intentioned bard to the probably much more well-attuned.
Well versed in
Fortuna.
this particular matter. Yeah.
Mike's like, I know, Alan. This is not going to go well.
No, Fortuna had the same thing going too.
Mhm.
Character-wise, is she would absolutely know.
Wrath has dealt with demonic and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a little that's a little too easy. It's not going away like that.
All right, and so you struggle. You don't burn a spell slot. You literally just can't remember how to start the spell. You're like, what? And it's almost like that spell slot is then available to your spell list.
Is something wrong?
It happens to every cleric now and again.
Yeah, I just lost 2 gold.
Perhaps
Well,
Oh, guys, we might need to find. We might need to go strike a deal with this demon. I think.
I believe you already have.
it's a devil.
Tell you what.
There is a difference.
what?
There's a big difference.
Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely. Don't call a demon a devil. They'll get really very mad.
And
They already
More
have.
than they already usually are.
To be fair, a demon doesn't really care what you can't tell it; it's going to be mad. The devil, on the other
It's-
hand, you can negotiate with.
This might be more complicated, you guys, but it is a cool sword. It's quite
Oh,
strong.
very cool.
What I was most interested in as a DM is if you were going to take the sword, and if so, who was going to take the sword? Because that creates a very different dimension in the story. It's interesting. Okay, so now that Finnis has been unable to perform something that we hope Jorland's never has to endure with Eckankar, what are you going to do?
He can cast restoration.
That's true.
I think we.
And and we all know that if worse comes to worse, that Flander has enlarged.
Oh
I
no.
think I only have lesser restoration right now.
Oh no.
Shall we head west?
It'll only be for a minute, but that's all he'll probably need.
I can enlarge, but that's about it.
Don't lose concentration.
Isn't the spell in that reduced?
That's true. That's true. You get depending on your mood. Okay, so what are you guys gonna do?
All right.
Let's go west.
Well, Kashar has the map. Lead the way.
All right,
Is
Gashar.
there a?
Unfortunately,
is there a high point?
under the breaking day of dawn, eyes squinting to the west,
I can't see. Crap.
you begin your march, following the map toward the doom of Wave Echo Cave. Now, let's see if you have any random encounters that take up your entire time. All right.
Excellent.
You travel through about half the day when you near something that you think is the location of the Wave Echo Cave. You approach it, slowing even, like you sort of slow up and you begin approaching it slowly. But as you do, as you get near, you find yourself approaching a wall of pure stone, just like there's like a cliff face. You walk up and you just walk up to a cliff face and you look down the map and you look up and there's a cliff above you and you're looking around. Why don't you all give me a perception roll?
Because I'm so good at those.
Hemo got an 18.
Oh,
Ooh, there we go.
It's 26, natural 20 for.
The eyes
Yeah.
of the devil.
that plays.
All right.
Yeah.
5.
Finnis staring up up above. He kind of you guys are looking at this cliff. You're not like on top of it. You're like away from it a little bit, but you're coming up on it. And it's sort of like at the end of this ravine. It's kind of dead end, and there's no way out of this. And immediately you're thinking secret passage. There's got to be a way in which we could go. Is there like some
Maybe a
stones out
large
there?
illusion.
Maybe a wand of secret.
I say melon.
Yeah. You look around, but before
Oh, good point.
That's a good one.
Before you even have to deal with the Wand of Secrets, Finnis looks straight up into the air, high above the sky,
Classic Finnis.
and he can
put my
see
hand on my sword.
a weird platform that has been sort of arched over the top of this long, steep cliff face.
So it's
And when he looks up there closely, he can make out that there is some kind of a ladder that could be churned to lower down.
sounds like
But-
the Grand Canyon.
Yes, you're like in a Grand Canyon.
The overlook.
Precisely.
Yeah.
The overlook, yeah.
Or is it like Indiana Jones? The whole like natural illusion, natural carved illusion.
Yeah.
Not really exactly, but he looks roughly about 100 and something feet up in the air. You can see this platform outside of this cliff, and you are actually standing at the bottom of this. It doesn't look, and you can see where that cliff is. That one kind of goes in more from where you're at. The rest of the cliff kind of keeps rising on either side of you. So the question will be, as you stand at the foot of this massive cliff that's about 100 feet up or so, roughly, what do you want to do? Now, caution from the DM that there are a lot of ways to solve this problem, but of course, once you cross through the threshold, finding long rests might be difficult. I'm just going to forewarn you now.
I've been playing a lot of Zelda lately, and I definitely would teleport to one of the sky towers. And
It's
then
true. You do
And
that
just
nice
jump
jump.
from above.
Paraglide in and then land at the top of the cliff. It'd be great.
That is a good point.
Grab a chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would help from very high up. Though.
Yeah, from very high up. Because they only glide, right?
Yeah. We do that.
Well,
We do that. Everyone grab your
does
chicken.
it look like there would be a better way around to the top of this cliff face?
You are, from where you're standing, you are sort of in a veil, right? And you're at the back end of a veil, and the cliff rises up, and there you can see this kind of platform. All around you, the veil rises well beyond the platform's indentation. So you think that this is actually the easiest way up. You may have to backtrack if you want to go around it, and who knows what's on the other side around it. You're free to go check it out. So, but you're looking at, give me a survival roll, and I'll give you an idea, a little bit more detail.
18.
All right. You recall, though, your kind of march as you've gone through this area and the slow, steady rise of the hills. As you remember on the big map, you saw that you were going between these two giant hills. You're sort of at the halfway point between those giant hills. And you're thinking that you'll have to backtrack a good day or so if you want to come back around the outside of this and come the other way, maybe even 2 days, which is perfectly fine to do. And you may find a different way out. But this way, no, I'm saying, but this way leads to that sort of dead end. You've kind of followed it to an unfortunate dead end.
How far can you reach with your mage hand?
Well, I can reach 30 feet.
is
I
enough.
do have a climbing kit, and
I have
seems
rope.
like enough
My
pitons.
mage
to get
hand is
up.
actually
That would
special.
be
I can reach 60.
60 feet.
Did you say
Well,
there was
that
a,
gives us 10 more feet.
I can't
that we
see
would
very
need.
well up there. Did you say there was a rope ladder or something? You
Looked like
squinting
something,
forward.
yeah.
Finish.
So if we could,
Uh-oh.
well, that gives us 90 feet.
We could just wait till it gets dark and Kashara blinks up there.
I could go 60 feet as well.
Hmm.
But you can only blink 60 feet, right? And yeah, and it has to be on some kind of a surface that can support him.
Who's very good at climbing? You have climbing equipment?
I have the equipment, yeah, and some mason's tools. I suppose I could. The problem is, it would just take a long time. I would need to carve a handhold, hammer the piton in, bring up the rope.
No.
I could.
Just climb yourself up and then use grappling hook, and we'll tie 2 ropes together end to end. Or you could let down rope ladder.
Yeah. Would you let me use the climber's kit in a way that I could make sure I'm always anchored to the wall?
I don't know, what does the climber's kit say that you get?
The climber's kit can be anchored to a wall, and you can't fall more than 25 feet from the anchor.
Okay.
It basically anchors yourself to the wall, so it's like lead climbing. And it would just kind of take some time to do a lead. It would just take a lot of time. I
It
think.
would be, yep. I don't know what it was to tell you on there. I would guess at least a minute. I would guess every time you hammered it in and secured yourself. I would guess,
Yeah, let's look up the climber's kit.
unless the game. I would say that as a rule, unless there's another
It doesn't
official
have
rule.
timing in it. But it does say you also can't climb more than 25 feet away from that point without undoing the anchor.
Right. You'll need to
Yeah.
have somebody kind of follow behind you. It's up to you. That basically gives you a 25
Yep.
foot circle around that area to climb
And
around.
then you kind
Hold
of
on, hang on.
anchor
So
second
does
one,
this
keep going.
does this wall look like we have any chance of climbing it with our hands at all?
It's pretty rough. It's a pretty rough wall. In fact, there's a lot. The wall kind of goes in and out, and it kind of there's some jutting points, and there's some kind of jutting out pillars that kind of rush out. So you think you could climb it, and you don't think the climbing is going to be excessively hard. However, at when you get to like 70, 80 feet, if there's a problem, it's going to be a problem. If you
Yeah, that's
tumble.
that's
Yeah.
a lot of damage falling down.
But just something to
Is
consider.
there a spot that is in a side that is in the shade? You said there's kind of three sides,
Yeah.
right? Is it,
I think that you could find a shaded area in here. It's very possible, but only for part of the way. So you think that the way the sun is and the way it's coming down, you maybe can get maybe 35 or 40 feet of it could be in the shade, and not the first 10 or 15.
I
Is it
hate
the top
to
35, 40
use.
Climb
Well-
the chain.
What if
Are you guys thinking about that you're going to want to try to climb this? Is that what you want to do?
what if Geshar, what if you and I this seems silly. I'll put on my climber's kit so I can anchor myself if need be. But what if we just tandem climb this? We attach ourselves by 30 feet of rope or so, maybe 20. And I climb the sunny parts and pull you through those. And you climb the shady parts.
I'll bring up a map so you can see what you're looking at. Give me 1 second.
Oh
Because I-
dear. Oh, this might actually be.
The cliffs of insanity.
Oh,
sounds-
why?
all
Oh,
right,
no.
Geshar.
I see what you did there.
Oh dear. This seems extremely reckless, but
No, this will work well.
So you can see there that you
We
have
just
the
need to make
that goes
sure.
up. And that's
I would
don't-
hate to use somebody's spell slot, but do we just maybe want to fly somebody up?
well,
Because we're gonna need those, but it's also like that's the safest route, isn't it?
Lander just kind of goes, "You have got to be kidding."
you're looking up this 100-foot cliff, and even on the map as you see it on the screen, it's not quite 100. You can't quite see the top. You're like 80 something feet, but you can see how it juts out. There's shadow areas, but not a lot of them. And then you can see you're kind of at the bottom of that kind of rising ravine of grasses at your feet.
I will admit I am not the best climber, but I am probably the best lander if I fall.
Yeah, do you have negated fall damage against walls or whatever?
Yes, I can slow my fall. You've seen him do that sort of thing. Like even like remember the time he leapt off of the wall and like did a big tumble when he hit the ground and caught up to you guys.
yeah.
Well, maybe we should send Gashar up then if he can.
But he's not the best climber. He's just straight up admitting it. That's athletics, right?
Yeah, it is athletics. Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's and being in the sun, it's going to be a difficulty, and you're not excessively strong. The taint of the darkness on your body.
He's not trained in athletics. He's got acrobatics.
You don't have proficiency in
dear.
athletics. Yes.
Fair, yes.
Well, okay,
You have a
maybe.
problem with the taint.
Maybe we do need to use magic to fly up there.
It just seems the
I'm
safest
fine.
option.
That is not a problem. Perhaps we wait until it is. What time is it?
It's actually pretty high sun. You're like in the afternoon. Like you're basically around 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
And
Wait until it's dark. I mean, now that Beck can see in the dark with his goggles, we're quite strong in the dark.
I think I do not mind waiting until it is dark.
Stay
Or
nice and
dim light.
rested. Keep a low profile today.
Will that help anyone else?
It doesn't hurt anyone else.
No, I guess I can wait. I just don't know what's going on in there.
What can you do in downtime? Can we put together some supplies? Does anybody know how to craft anything?
Anybody bring Scrabble?
Boggle. I got boggle.
I have a book of Sudokus.
Actually, that's a good point. If we're going to be waiting outside this keep, maybe it's time to dig in and find some way to camouflage ourselves, and maybe if we're lucky, maybe we get the drop on something that was trying to get the drop on us.
Boring. Gashar runs up to the wall and starts to try to climb it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Put your character at the bottom of the map right here.
Okay, well, if you're going to climb the wall, I'm at least coming with you. I'm the one with all the gear and ropes and things.
But it
Wait for
doesn't
me.
matter if he falls.
Yeah, he's just free climbing.
I'll put the,
Well-
have the rest of you guys put your characters at the bottom of the map. Don't you necessarily have to be like right next to the wall. We'll just kind of make that
Then-
some dimension at the bottom, just in case we want to deal with that, since he's going to climb up.
Okay, actually, I have an idea. I'll be your spotter, okay?
Put yourself at
You
the
can-
bottom, unless you're climbing, be on the very bottom row. And every square is a 5-foot elevation.
Gashar
All right.
is an absolute mad lad for this.
You're going to climb up. What I would like you to do
Hemo
is
will give
begin
you
by
the
giving
climbing
me an
gear if you wish.
athletics check. Hold on, I will start you with an athletics check.
All right. So
So you climb 15
I was
feet.
looking at there.
Yeah.
So is each one of these 5 foot?
Yeah. So basically, you move it at what's your climbing speed?
Basically have to go half speed because each foot costs an extra foot, right?
Got
So,
it.
half speed.
We have to get to that red thing.
But that means I could
Finnis.
go 25 feet and around here in
Yep.
theory.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Go ahead and make your roll.
All right. And that looks pretty bright where you've got me there. I was looking at that. The side of it though is partly in the shade. That's
This
what I was
one here.
wondering.
Yep. But you have to get to there first.
Sure. So,
So-
the first part's bright.
So get to there. So this is the first roll. So you have to roll with disadvantage.
All right. Disadvantage. Athletics. Did you say somebody was spotting me?
Hemo is going to prepare a spell,
That's fine.
just in case. Just in
Hey,
case he
it's Fender
falls.
Paul.
And I'm going to position myself directly underneath Gashar as
You know
best
that
I can.
He can slow his fall just fine, right?
Everyone grabs like a cloth and you stretch it out.
Oh.
Like a tent. You're like,
He definitely.
I'm just like the.
So I rolled a disadvantage. I got a 3 and I got a 4.
All right.
That's pretty bad. He falls.
All right. But you
cast
can
a spell?
stop some of your falling damage.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So go ahead and roll my damage, sir.
All right.
Can I?
So
can I
you're going to
cast a
take
spell?
only 8, and I believe you get to stop all that.
Yeah, he
right?
has no problem with that. He can stop up to 35 points of
Yeah.
falling damage. So he just you see him kind of scramble up, and then he like misses a grip, and he's going fast. He's like, and he just
Oh, no.
misses, and just like starts falling, and then just slows himself down on the wall.
I could see him
Scrambles
looking
down.
up to grab and
Yeah, just
into the
misses.
sun.
Yep,
Wait,
it's the ground.
I had a way to give you a little boost.
What? Yes, go ahead.
I've got this wind spell, right?
Save your magic.
I could just whoosh, right up into the darkness, and then you could climb much better from there.
Also, fall much better from there.
He's like, woo! He's launched.
Away from the wall.
Yeah, waist away from the wall.
It doesn't say that I have to be next to a wall to be fair, but
It doesn't. No longer in the old version, you had to
Yeah,
be
you had
within
to be.
5 feet, right? But now you can just literally
just
Pathfinder,
roll.
you have to be next to the wall.
do you? Yeah.
Well,
I don't recall.
unless you have cat. There's a yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So he clearly fails in that attempt, but he's going to try it again. He'll turn around and just like brush himself off.
All right. Same spot.
Yeah, he's basically going for the darkest spot.
So
he
yeah,
can
you're going to
find.
start. You're climbing up to that point, right?
Yeah,
And you're going to go ahead and make your roll.
but actually, before he runs up again, he says, "If I do succeed getting up, I must have way to make it easy for you all to come up to.
all right.
I only have my rope."
Aren't
Well,
you going
there's
to
a
slide
ladder
on
that's
that ladder up there?
He squints up. How long is ladder?
We don't know. Maybe
You just
take the
look-
rope.
it just looked like a bound ladder, like a ladder around a giant that's been rolled up.
Rolled up.
Whether it can go 20 feet or you have an engineering
100.
check or any way you want to use, any type of tool.
From
use
here, I can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, because you have to give me a tool use and understand. Like then you'd be able to understand the dimensions to the how far it can go down. You think it's pretty big, so you think it's going to reach a reasonable amount, but you're not sure if it'll reach to the bottom or what.
So he's going to keep trying to get up to at least to that first spot where it's nice and dim.
All right, so you climb
And he
up here
keeps-
again.
he keeps
Give me
failing.
another roll.
Yeah, you got a 4. Falls down again.
All right, how much? And you can so I won't bother rolling since
I was
you-
going to say, I think, what are you rolling? 46?
Could I do the mage hand
no, it's,
grappling
10, it's
hook
per 10
trick?
feet, so it's 3d6.
36? So yeah, there you wouldn't hit his 35.
Yeah,
So
you're gonna
that-
keep trying.
Just
right?
keep trying. Yep.
All right,
You can see-
I
eventually,
have the mage hand grappling hook. I could just use
Eventually
that
he gets
to
to
get you
this
30
spot.
feet.
Hey, what was would a 12 do it? I know you're saying eventually. I will.
yeah, eventually
The
he keeps
tweener.
climbing up. He gets to that spot. Now we're getting to the point where things can get a little more
Nope,
interesting.
You just
Can we
drop
take
More
20?
spicy.
What's that?
Can we take 20?
No, there is no take 10 or take 20.
Well, because I could
You
keep
don't have
taking. I
any
could take
but,
damage.
But in this particular case, because he's basically keep falling and take no damage, we're just going to fast forward,
Yeah.
But at the point where he has to,
Yeah, we might
it's
get to a
risky.
point where
Right.
I could actually start taking damage.
Yeah.
It'd be bad.
or something else happens. So you do that. Now you're going to move the next bit, right?
All
the
right.
next
Yes. So I should be able to go 25.
So move to the
and go
next
around.
25,
And I
which
can do
will
this
be right
in
about here.
darkness.
And now you're in darkness in the
25.
shade.
So up
we're
to
gonna give
here.
him- Yeah.
All right. So I'll do a. Oh, this is going to be the important one, guys.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah. All right.
2. Oh boy.
I feel like Eck looks over at
40?
Flander
46.
and Fortuna, and like Flander's
Yeah,
handing her
one-
more money.
Yeah.
Do 50 feet.
Flanders just saying, I do epic stories and songs. I don't do comedy.
So you fall again.
Yes.
And let's see, 6. I don't think I can even do enough damage.
No,
to
that'd be
you at
30
this
points
point.
max. You're right.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to hurt him
So-
on that one either.
So eventually, we're
But he
going to
falls.
say, I'm going to roll me a d8. Give me a roll.
You
roll me
sure
a
we can't just cast fly?
Yeah, I'm literally
No,
looking
here's-
at Fortuna and be like,
Or-
can we just,
Free.
can we end this?
So 3 minutes later, you find yourself at this point. You've literally been climbing, and you go slow, and you're
3 minutes
and
is not that much
picturing
time.
like
or some climb
like
cliff.
Hemo yelling out to the left, to the crap. And you see, boom. All right, and then you guys are coaching each other, and he goes climbing up again.
And I'm rolling really low today. Which
You
doesn't
are,
help
which
at
is
all.
fantastic. DMs love when players roll low.
Ugh.
True.
It makes it so fun. All right, I mean, you're not really dying here, so it's fun.
No.
All right, you finally get back to this spot, and now you're going to roll again.
Yes. And now part of it's, I'll start in the dim and I'll end. Well, he's kind of got this edge here.
I think we'll consider it in
25.
the dim to light. It'll always be where you start from. So
Okay.
you don't have to roll. You'll just roll
this will be dim.
with normal ones, right? So give me a roll.
All right. Come on, roll high this time.
Come on, Gashar.
13.
13. That is awesome. You have anywhere else to help you with your climbing other than just
yes,
regular-
now.
What's that?
Now, yes. After I fell down 20 times. Ugh.
Nice.
No. There's.
Did you use Pythons or did you do anything like that? Anything? any
No, he's
support?
got the climbing kit.
Yeah.
Gave you my climbing gear.
Okay.
Wait, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, in that
I
case, this
offered
is
you
a
to
good spot.
get the climbing
at this
gear.
point, Gashar will mount. He'll put in the climbing kit and mount in so that basically now I can go up 25 feet and I wouldn't fall.
All
any
right.
more
You
than
begin
25
to be
feet.
hammering the mining kit.
Okay. And this is where they attack.
Oh no.
If you look to the top of your map, you will see
A troll throwing a boulder at
you
us.
see
Oh,
looking over the
Son
edge,
of a bitch.
five goblins, and they begin yipping at each other as you're climbing up. You go,
Mhm.
you see one look over, and they start yipping, and then 4 other look over, and they draw their weapons, and they're going to fire down. They start firing arrows down at
Oh
you.
boy.
Roll for initiative.
Catch
Look
one.
out below.
Oh,
Just
boy.
catch them.
So, Flander, what'd you get?
No crap.
Flander, what did you get? I got temporary hit points.
Wow,
That's pretty good.
Wow. How
14.
about that?
14. All right, Fortuna.
16.
Nice. Hemo, what'd you get?
10.
What'd you say? 10?
10, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Gishar.
14.17.
Okay. All right, and then we have Eckankar.
I got a 5.
Nice. And then Finnis.
Oh yeah.
Finnis got a 10.
10. So I take it you're after Hemo.
Yes, he's definitely more dexterous than I.
Yeah, you don't have a +4 to Dex.
All right. First thing that happens is half of them, 3 of them are going to fire down at you. Now we'll mark them because I have them on different initiative orders. All right. Those 3 are going to fire down at you with their bows.
What roll? Am I considered flat-footed or anything like that right now?
There is no flat-footed in this game. But when you are climbing,
So yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, when you are climbing without a climb speed, they can attack you with advantage.
Oh, they get advantage. Do I have a partial
Oh
cover?
boy.
You do not have any partial cover.
Good luck.
Basically, you're climbing, and they're just sitting there firing at you, and you can't
Well,
move very much.
Just picturing that it's also back a little ways,
Yeah.
so they might have a hard time seeing me.
Yeah, I mean, this map is sort of like we're sort of taking a lot of liberties because sometimes you're in different positions. So I'm more or less just going to consider this to be like flat on flat. It's just easier because it's just the way it's going to be. So you're
Yeah,
hit
sure.
one time by an arrow. You have an ability to deflect one arrow.
Yeah, I do. It is. It also reduces damage, so you might as well roll your to hit and damage.
I rolled my damage. I did 8 to you.
And I would basically reduce by 1d10 plus my dexterity modifier, which is +3, and then my monk level, which is 7. So 1d10 plus 10, I'll reduce the damage by.
So you'll be able to just stop the damage from that, right?
Excellent.
Is that only from one shot or for the total
Yeah, I get
damage?
one reaction.
That's your
to do this.
reaction then. Okay.
Yep.
So you react. So basically, you kind of press against it. All these things come clattering over you, and one of them's
One is
about
coming
ready to
right for
hit you.
my
You kind of dart to the side and kind of redirect it.
And so I can catch it, and if I had a hand free, I presume, to do this. As I saw them shooting at me, I could
Yeah,
pause
we
for a
have-
second and
Yeah, I would say you have. Well, I would say you have a hand free because you're climbing, right? You don't have any weapons in your hand. But
Right,
you
I don't
a
have
hand
weapons.
free, right?
Don't need no weapons. Oh, he uses a staff. That's right.
yeah. All right. that's
Okay,
good. That's good.
that is Fortuna. Fortuna, what are you going to do? You have these goblins that are reaching over, firing their bows. They're kind of leaning over.
Bashar very obviously tells everyone that there are goblins shooting arrows at him and possibly at you as arrows clatter to the ground.
You guys can probably see the arrows kind of.
Yeah.
I will call Hemo and Ek over. Why don't you two come here, and I'll delay until after the.
Okay.
Until after?
Until after you come to me.
Till after combat.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
The other ones
Thank
get
God
to
I'm
go.
already right next to her.
The other ones get to go. They're going to fire at you, Gashar.
I'm gonna be okay.
4 and 5.
Yeah, the other half, the non-blues. All right. You are hit once, and you are critically hit once.
Ooh, that would have been the one to catch.
You are hit once for 6, and you hit the other time for 12.
Oof. That hurt.
That critical one really did a number on
One
you.
lands right in the shoulder, and one scratches him on the arm. Ouch.
Yeah. These guys seem to be pretty good shots. They're you might think they're more than just the original kobold or the original goblins you had once seen. They seem to be pretty deadly with their shots. All right. That is now Gashar's turn. You've been pelted with arrows.
Was able to finish nailing in the climber skit.
Yep. You
All right,
did
so
that.
basically, there's a python mounted on the wall.
Yeah.
There's a length of rope up to 25. There's a 25-foot bit of rope there,
Correct.
right? And what he's going to do actually is he's going to use that rope to climb back down from there. I've left the marker where that is,
Sure. Yep.
and he'll climb back down 25 using that rope as an aid.
No problem. Go ahead and move yourself 25 feet.
10,
That is your
15, 20,
movement.
25.
And you
I
you
feel
put the
like if
pipe
you
in
were
and you move your
hanging-
25 feet. Okay.
And then he's going to, well, yeah. I mean, I guess I was putting in the python last round.
Yeah,
they
when you
attacked.
started hammering it in, that's when they
Attack, yeah.
attack. So you're finishing up. That's what you're doing this round, right?
That's fine.
Because the thing is, as you started doing it, they attacked. So now you have to finish it.
Now, if he's
you finish the
hanging,
pipe and you climb down. Is there a bonus action you want to use or anything like that?
Nope, reserving. that
Blender.
yep.
You're at the bottom. You can see all the chaos happening and these 5 goblins that are leaning over the top of the chasm there, firing down their bows.
Okay. And Lander will take careful aim at this one here.
Which one would that be?
This one here.
Got it. Yeah.
And fire his hand crossbow.
What's your range of your hand crossbow? 60,
My
right?
range is 30 to 120.
Perfect. You could barely reach it. I think that's 120.
Mhm.
Give me a look up to it. Yep, you can reach it. Okay,
Mhm.
go ahead and give it a shot. Fire your hand crossbow. You're at disadvantage right now.
Right. Disadvantage and hand crossbow. Bing.
All right, you hit armor class 16. Will hit.
All right.
Nice.
That's why I say him.
Okay. For 8 points of piercing.
Nice job.
Gets to make a poison save.
Yeah, and he has to make a.
Poison save.
Mhm.
He made a save though, unfortunately, but
Okay.
you did some damage to him. So awesome.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to give inspiration to Eckankar.
Oh, thank you.
How much
My
damage
pleasure.
did you apologize? You did 8.
8 points. Yeah.
All right. All right. You see this guy begin tumbling down,
Oh no.
falling
Hoping for that.
falling down the cliff.
Look out below. Which I already told you to look out below.
All right. He comes tumbling down
Splat.
on top of Eckankar. Eckankar,
You have a reaction?
Eckankar, give me a reflex save, or give me a reflex dexterity based save, please.
17.
All right. Now it was such a long fall. I mean, he falls. And you kind of at the last second, you kind of walk out of the way. He goes, kind of hits the ground, and you completely misses you.
Well, the main impact misses him.
Yeah, I'm sure I got a bit of blood splatter.
Yeah.
I believe because
gross.
you have your shield feat. If you make a dexterity save, you take no damage, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So you catch the splatter with your shield.
Yeah, you kind of hit
Yeah.
part of the. As it,
Gross.
you almost like slam it into the ground. Boom. All right.
Lander says, "Oh, I missed. I wasted a shot. The fall alone would have killed him."
All right. That brings us to Hemo. Hemo, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go this guy out of the way just to come out.
If Geshar is hanging from that rope, does that mean he's no longer climbing without a climb speed and he can jump around? Like dodge
Nope.
as
Jump
normal?
up. Jump and get down?
What are you talking about? He does not have a climb speed, so
Yeah.
he can
He's
just.
just hanging
What that
from the
means is
rope.
that if he can't fall from that, because the rope gets and depending on your DM, some DMs may give your rope a savings throw or might not, depending on how I feel.
All right. Well, here's what I'll do then. I got to move up to Fortuna. Is this still on the ground? If I just get close.
I think it's good enough.
Yeah. You just within 5 feet. We know you're on the ground. That's fine.
And then I'm gonna
I will take my action then.
you take that right
Cast
away, or did
fly
you delay
and
your
spins
turn?
it and touches both Eckankar and Hemo.
All right.
Okay.
Eckankar and Hemo, tag yourself as both having flying. You have it for 1 minute. Is that right? Or is it-
Whoa!
Is that
I know this.
Concentration
Yeah.
for me,
Yep.
not them. So they can get hit.
They can also do it. They can also think about other things.
Mhm.
That's right.
Fly me to the moon. Oh, sorry.
Like, ooh, that goblin looks pretty cute in those jeans.
Definitely thinking about that. This goblin that landed right next to me, if it wasn't a pulpy mass, pretty good looking.
You could be thinking of that, and you can think of that because you're not concentrating.
Exactly.
All right, what are you gonna do? You've cast Hemo, and you've delayed your action. Hemo came over. It's Finnis's turn next.
Or doesn't
Did
he
I
have
get
one
it?
more action?
Yeah,
Fine.
did I? I just
Cover.
walked.
Oh yeah, what's that?
I'm trying to move and find like some cover.
Yeah, you could. Well, what you can do is you could just give me. You could
No,
press
wait,
up,
hang
and I'll
on.
give you a +2 to your cover if they fire at you.
Did you delay
Oh.
your entire turn, or did you just hold him?
I waited, so you can move me to
After Hemo.
yeah.
Well, if I still had a turn, if that wasn't a reaction during Hemo's turn, I'd like to make my actions.
Yeah, it was like right in the middle. You came up and
I will say if you're gonna ready an action,
okay, then I won't move.
my question is, so
No, you
my
would then
question-
move on your
so
turn,
you can ready an action and then you can move, right? So are you gonna? But you delayed your whole turn, right? Is that what you did? So you're ready. Did you ready an action to cast a spell, or did you delay your turn? That was my question. Because if you delay your turn, you're going to delay it either before or after he does his turn. That was my question. You can't take a turn in between. his turn.
I'll ready the spell. So when he gets there, I'll do it, and then I won't move.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I
I
get.
think that's more what he meant. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And now he casts a spell as you appear, and now Hemo, you now still have your moves, or you have an action or the rest of your move and stuff.
I guess I walked 15 feet. How far can I fly?
60.
60 minus 15, or if you take, or you can
Percentage,
also
half,
take a
so
dash.
30.
Yeah, if you want to keep going his move,
Yeah, no.
Okay.
He's got like 30 feet left of movement, roughly.
of flying that you can do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're doing it right.
30 feet of flying. All right. Then I'll fly 30 feet up. Just, I guess, straight up.
Yep, there you go. Whoop.
And gosh, this is really weird. I'm gonna fire a firebolt at this guy, middle right.
You got it. Go ahead and fire it.
It's
Middle right.
gonna be a 14 to hit.
All right, what'd you, 14 to hit? Oh,
Yeah.
You fire at it and it just kind of hits the dirt. It kind of backs up into the grasses a little bit, the overhanging brush. Just as he sees the bolt coming, snubs it out, and some some dirt and things like that come raining down. Thankfully, Gishar's not quite underneath it because you see the bunch of flakes and rock come flying down as you strike the earth.
That's okay. I draw my longbow and use my war magic bonus action to fire an arrow. 12 to hit. Probably not, huh?
No, similar result. That guy has sort of already moved. Maybe he's just ready for you now. He's looking over and he darts forward and you just fires back into the away from the cliff just as your arrow comes back.
Cool. Well,
All
I'm
right.
flying and shooting.
All right, cool. That brings us to Finnis. Finnis, you can see that Tortuna has delayed her action, casting fly on both Eckankar and Hemo. Correct? Those are the two. Now, Finnis, you're at the bottom of the crevasse. You are not tainted with any demonic or devil powers at this point.
Yeah.
I will say we also do have tiny Finnis.
If you would like to, draw your weapon and turn into an evil version, that'd be awesome by me.
Just slice everybody up
Please
while they're
don't.
distracted.
Yeah.
We're not letting down this ladder for you until you unevil yourself.
Yes. Unclick that checkbox.
Yeah, man.
You have to flip the switch on the back, see? Yeah, finish set to evil.
Okay, I'm just going to fire a chill touch up the cliffside at the same
one?
one that just peeked at that the fireball whiffed at.
All right.
Probably peeked back over, and I'm hoping to try to. Oh, that's gonna not do it.
That's the one actually peaked in high school.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Just an 8. So
Oh, that cliff is a nasty. He's he's kind of tucked in a little bit, and he's very aware of you now. So he's kind of like he has the bow in his hand, but he's peeking over just he saw his buddy just drop. So now he's very hesitant now.
And then I'll walk up to the cliff face, kind of press myself up against, and
All
make
right.
myself a little harder to hit.
Yeah, by being pressed, what will happen is you being pressed against the side. Yeah, if you stay there, during the turn you can get a +2 to your armor class because they're kind of hard to hit you then.
Okay, cool. And then I am still little, Finnis.
Oh, you are.
Just a little bit.
Just a little tiny
Oh,
Finnis.
there you are. Aw, look at you.
You
Oh,
did cast
baby.
the shrink spell on him? That's amazing.
Yeah, that way if he's all possessed, he's like
He's only
Attacking you
a
with-
little Finnis anyway.
attacking you with like a toothpick.
So can you imagine like
I've
getting
enlarged-
stabbed
I've
in the toe
enlarged you
with
to proper Finnis size.
Could we get a wizard to cast Gaius on him so that he's not able to attack us?
It's possible, yeah. You have to see.
That'd be something.
All right, that is Finnis Gashar or Eckankar. And now you are now currently possessing the spell of flight on you.
Yeah. So I'm going to double action fly up. So I essentially want to be in level with them, like 5 feet away, like floating
Does that allow
over
you,
the edge.
Does that allow you to see, or that distance allows you to what you can see? Correct.
Yeah, because I can fly 60 feet in a turn, right?
Yep. So what?
So
yep.
120 should be
Perfect.
okay.
So I'm going to take you to that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on a different map. So
Okay.
Give me a second while I adjust.
Yeah, because I essentially want to be like out on the edge, not like being like in the middle of them. It's
You're living
like
on
I'm
the
in
edge.
middle.
You can't.
Yeah, I'm living on the edge of glory.
Living on the edge.
Glory.
All right. Let me set this up correctly.
I'll see you guys on the other map.
If you thought the flying people were going to carry everyone else up, you were wrong.
There's a good amount of guys.
Okay, so as you can see, as you fly up, you can see these. You said you wanted to be about 5 feet away from them. You can. That's where you're at. You fly up. You can see those goblins looking out. There was 5 goblins left still, right? I got that right.
Yeah, there was 5 on this area.
So you
here,
guys.
yeah.
So that's where Eckankar is. That is at the top of the ridge. These guys are looking over the cliff down at you guys at the bottom. The rest of you guys are all down here. If you get,
It started with 5, 3 and 2, and then we dropped one.
Yeah, I
right?
thought we splattered one.
Oh
that
yeah,
right? That
one
one-
is
The middle guy.
one's
I couldn't remember what.
Yeah. That one's probably splattered.
There you go. All right, cool. So I pulled that one away. So that's what you have left right now. As you can see beyond, you can see that this ridge rises up just a little bit higher up, another 10 feet or so. Another ridge that leads up beyond that. There are you can see well beyond that. You can see sort of like this campsite that's appearing.
Okay. Ek will yell down. I'm not going to actually yell, but there's an encampment. There's more of them up here.
All right, that was your full turn, correct?
Yeah, it was 2 move actions.
So nothing a DM loves better than to be on 2 different maps.
I did it for you.
Meanwhile, back to the original map. All right. After Eckankar goes,
It is pretty fucking cool though.
That's cool. All right. After Eckankar goes, the goblins get to go. Who are loot now? The goblins see Eckankar flying up at you, and they're sitting on as you go. Whoa! They turn, of course, and they're like, "Well, no, of course we're gonna fire at this flying guy." So they all.
Why wouldn't they?
This
They
team
all
red or
take
team
aim.
blue?
They all raise their arrows to start firing at you. Meanwhile, Eckankar, you hear something from farther down away from you to the west. You hear voices yelling in Goblin, and so you hear more creatures probably coming toward the ledge.
Okay.
And if you look on the map, you kind of see some characters that are out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eckankar, you're gonna be completely missed. They fire at you.
Nice.
They can't. You have that heavy armor, and they're just ripping their arrows out. They're unable to do it. So those 2 attacked you. The ones in the blue. That brings us to Fortuna. Fortuna, what are you gonna do?
Can I see one?
Yeah, you can see them. They have they're kind of firing down at Eckankar right now. Because they're not firing down the pit though, they're going to have cover. They're going to have a reasonable amount of cover. So go ahead and you can give a firing at them.
I'll do a firebolt.
Okay.
12.
Armor class 12 misses. That's a cantrip.
Yep.
Yeah. Firing, unable to reach them. Now the other 2 get to go.
Then I will move.
Okay.
Move to find
Cover.
cover.
Perfect. You move to find cover. The ones at the top. The other 2 are going to fire at you, Eckankar.
Okay.
Oh, no. I hit armor class 19 and 21.
19 misses, 21 hits.
Okay. All right. Well, your armor class is really good. I thought that 19 would hit. Oh, no. It's Finnis who has 18 and you have 20, right?
Yep.
So you are hit by for 3 points of damage.
You mean 0 points damage?
There you go.
Yes, I do.
Heavy armor master?
Yes, I do. You're just like, these guys are firing at it. It literally goes, then grab it, goes, and you're like,
There is
It's
a
like,
reason,
are you kidding me?
there's a reason I chose Eckankar and Hemo and not Flander and myself.
good call.
No, we need Flander up here.
Gishar, what are you
Yeah,
going to
just
do?
throw
You're
him
not
off the side.
dangling.
Ooh.
And I just saw
Oh my
everybody sort
God.
of fly up there anyways, and he's like, "Oh, I am missing out on the action." So he actually is going to climb back
It's
up.
okay. It's my first
you can
time
do that.
flying.
Up with the rope attached, right?
You can, yeah. The rope attached one will effectively be free. I'll give it to you.
Right. So
And
now, I'd
then
have to
now
do
you
a
have to do another one to
climb,
for your
so-
climb. Yeah.
I'll do, and I'm starting. I think I'd say I'm starting in more than 50% bright there.
I think just go ahead and make your
Brightness on this one.
brightness. Yeah.
All right. And disadvantage and athletics and
Come on, buddy.
13.
13. All right.
So I think I'm getting up to a spot that's actually dark. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
All right.
More than half dark. Is that
Yeah.
fair?
Now you're basically the rope behind you is pinning you to
Yep.
the pit pipe, and you're like,
So at this point, he's probably next round. He's probably going to let go. Can I see anything above me?
you only thing you see is you can see Eckankar's feet dangling as he's flying, and the shadows, the images of these goblins, because they're no longer leaning over firing. You can kind of just barely see them up there. They're under pretty good cover.
Are there any trees overhanging the top in which
There-
it would be shady, dim light? Because I'm pretty close to the top at this point.
I would say. Let me
Let's
take a
check
look.
the map when we get
Yeah.
to the. We can do it when we get to the.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I mean, there are some trees up there, but generally speaking, I try to just like don't try to over complicate the map. Otherwise, it gets kind of complicated. But I would say I would say you'd have to see the location, so that's where the problem comes
Exactly.
in. Yeah. So
So,
it
when we
could
get to
be
the map-
shady under the problem is it could be shady under the tree. The tree's over, but you can't see that location because you're literally up on the cliff. That's the problem. Not that there's no
Go into the tree.
What's that? Into the tree? Possibly. Yeah. I think,
Grasp the
yeah. Is it low
branches.
light or is it?
Dim light.
dim.
Yeah. Do you have to? Is it from dim light to from shadow to shadow? Right.
Yep, from
Right.
dim to dim, exactly,
Got it.
or darker.
I would think I would probably give it to you. We'll do it next round.
Let's
I think.
check. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
check what it looks like.
Okay. So that is Gashar,
It would just be fucking epic.
Flander. Yeah. No. I don't want to say no. So
No,
yeah.
I get it.
Well, go ahead. Flander. What are you gonna do?
I'll fire at this one here.
All right, it's very difficult to hit him now because they're kind of basically back from the ledge, firing at. All you're kind of seeing is kind of the hand in the. So go ahead and give it a shot. All right, did you rolled with disadvantage?
I
Because
rolled
you're
with
at maximum height.
disadvantage and a 16.
No, if it's six when they were firing down at you, 16 would have probably hit. But now backing away as they're firing across, you're kind of just firing up past their hands.
What's
Yeah,
that
personal
mind
coming
one
up.
you have?
What's the what?
Don't you have a cantrip that damages?
The
Um,
brain.
Yeah, it's got a range of 60 feet.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. All right, that is Flander. Hemo.
I think.
You are now able to fly. You have cast some spells before. What are you
All
going
right.
to
So
do?
I have a 60-foot fly speed.
Yes, that's correct.
All right.
Because that spell's
Um,
awesome.
Yeah, it is.
That's
I
crazy.
was wondering if you're going to actually do this without the flying spell or not.
I was
but,
gonna try.
but it would be nice to
Yep.
save those points for later. for
Yep.
sure.
I fly up 60 feet.
Yep.
I see this rope ladder, right?
Now the rope ladder that you see is actually a mechanism that is wound. And what I will do is I'm going to show you on the other map what it looks like because that's going to be where you're going to go to, and it's just more or less a better representation of where you're at. Fortunately, when you switch maps, it doesn't kind of remember where you were at. Unfortunately.
Okay, so it's kind of like a wheel. Like you slap it up.
Yeah, so it kind of what it does is it's a machine, and here's the rope is right here.
Yeah.
That
It's a winch.
and this winch,
Yeah,
is
winch.
here, so you kind of crank it down.
Yeah. Winch, it's his wife.
No.
So that gives you an
Got it.
idea where that is. So you've flown up part of the way. Do you want to fly the rest of the way up to there while I'm on this map, or do you want to stay at this level below them and keep firing at them?
I'm wondering about action economy. Let's hang on to that for now. Yeah, so from the wall, I'm going to fire at the closest guy to me, another firebolt, and then another arrow.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me your attack.
Yeah, like honestly, it makes sense.
Could I negate some cover if I flew a little bit away from the wall?
Yeah, but you didn't when you ran your 60 feet up. So
you're right.
You didn't say you were doing that. So right now you're against the wall and you've made.
All right, so it's hard to see them?
Yeah, it's hard. They're going to have cover, reasonable cover against you.
In that case, I'll just dash.
Okay.
And fly up to that mechanism.
Perfect. I will bring back the map. And I swear you're doing this just to Eric. No, I'm teasing. That's I did this to myself and I knew it was gonna be cool anyway. I didn't care.
No, this is an interesting fight.
My goal here is to drop that ladder and hold that ladder.
So put yourself, so you came up here. So you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So you
I had about 10 feet to the edge.
You could get to the platform edge. That's exactly where you get to.
I like this this dealing with 3 dimensions.
Yeah, it's neat.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's super interesting.
So I can get
so
to
yeah,
here.
you're right there. That's exactly where you're at. So you can fly to that point.
That's with a dash, without a dash action, or
That's your dash action. You flew up because you have to still fly up and over, and that brings you to 60 feet.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. We're not exact measurements from one side or the other, so I'm just guessing a little bit, but that's kind of what DMs do sometimes. We just guess. All right.
That was yeah. All right, go.
Okay, cool. So you see these creatures, you know, they're looking around and they see you landing on the platform and they're like, what is going on? All right.
Definitely barking at each other.
Finnis, what are you going to do?
I'm going to do another
Meanwhile,
attempt at firing some spells up the cliff face.
all right, go ahead and give it a fire.
Come on. Chill touch. 15.
All right. Again, that would have normally hit. Unfortunately, they're under heavy cover now because they're not leaning over. They're actually at the cliff face, but behind it. So you're only seeing barely part of them.
And then he'll yell up, so how's that ladder coming?
Just a sec.
Coming.
At least push some of those guys off.
Coming. All right. That is Finnis. Eckankar, what are you going to do? You are equal levels as I bring back the other map.
Yeah.
Did you skip me?
Inspired by Finnis's words, I want to try to ride through.
No, you cast. My apologies. You cast your spell and you went up against the rock to get covered.
Yep.
Yep.
And then the round refreshed because I go after Hemo.
No, because Charlotte, Flander, Hemo, Finnis, Eckankar. You're top of the round. You're number 1.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Come on.
Yeah, we
Did you because you thought you moved,
spell.
Yep.
but you didn't.
Nope.
Okay, starting. No, and that's okay to ask.
I read it in action and yep.
No problem.
Got it.
Okay, apologize. Whose turn is it now?
Eckankar.
Okay, Eckankar. Meanwhile, back on the other map.
Eckankar wants to try to fly up to one of these goblins, grab them on the head, and just hurl them over the ledge.
So that would be a grapple check, right? That's simply a grapple check. So go ahead and move yourself over there, and go ahead and give
I'll move to this one.
Okay.
16.
All right, and it's competing.
Yep.
Oh, he actually tied, so that means nothing happened.
Shoot.
I can't believe it. I actually tied you.
I know. I can't believe that.
Don't you have 2 attacks?
Can I do 2 grapple checks?
I think you can, right? I think
All right, I'll do it
grapple
again.
is a
Yeah, I'll do it
special-
again. Let's try again. Another 16.
Oh, you got him that time. So you.
All right, yeah. He grabs him and he just grabs his face and flies him over and just chucks him over the edge.
All right.
Fly farther
just
than
like,
he could catch
that's
the
awesome.
edge and then
All right.
drop.
So because I'm a glutton for my own punishment. On the other map, what you're gonna see, what you're gonna see
This guy, right?
is this guy here.
Yep. He's coming down.
Nobody was down there.
Boom! Nobody hits him.
Wow.
He is crushed
Flat.
and taken off the map.
Fortuna looks over at Finnis and just that's what I had in mind.
Flander just says to himself, I thought I missed.
Does anybody have the words to "It's raining goblins"?
All right. That's Eckankar. That brings us to them. And I'm going to bring up new creatures on the board now.
Oh,
So I'm going back
An
to the
ogre.
other map.
All right, Emo, it's you and me. We got this.
predicting an ogre.
All right.
They have a cave troll.
They have a cave troll.
All right.
It's a pretty nice tents they got over there.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say keep it on this map, but
Yeah,
then
this battle
just
is
narrate
intense.
the other map because it seems like a lot more things are happening right now.
We can
Oh, yeah.
we can put ourselves down in this mist if you want.
Yeah, that's fine too if you want.
Just so we're
Yeah, on the board.
We'll just have to keep track of altitude of Geshar and everyone else.
Yeah.
And
I
just
was
say that it's
within 25
110
feet of the
feet to
top.
the edge, right?
All right. And you see way up at the back end of this map, and I'll kind of I'm going to back out of the map a little bit here, just in general to show everybody what's going on here. Way at the back, there is this goblin that you can see, right? This ogre right here. This ogre is gonna fire at you, Hemo.
Oh,
He uses a giant, almost large size. It almost looks to you like a something that would be mounted on a ship,
Oh, God.
and he rackets it back. And he fires at you.
when you take
You're gonna
are
get
hit
covered.
by an attack.
You're gonna get
so I'm
cover.
obviously preparing for shield,
Yeah.
but
He
I can
hits
take
you.
that reaction. If he hits me, I'm casting shield.
It's the shield.
21 AC.
Okay, you cast that. You hit the shield. The thing hits you, and it kind of ricochets. And even though you have the shield up, you feel how strong this thing is. It kind of struggles your body. You go boom.
All right, we need everyone else up here.
All right. In the meantime, I had a bunch of creatures move here. This creature is now gone because I believe this is the one that you threw over the
Yeah, I threw that one over the ledge.
threw him away. Like he threw him away like his trash. By the way, here's your tree that you'll be able to jump up to.
So it looked like we were coming
Yep.
up right underneath it.
Yep,
so.
no, that's totally fair. That's why that's cool. Use
I like it.
the advantage. This one is going to fire at you, Eckankar.
Okay.
Ooh, I rolled a +4. That's gonna be armor class 21.
That'll hit.
Wow. He did 7 points of damage to you.
How much?
7. He actually
Oh, wow,
he actually
all right.
did real damage to you.
Yeah. It took 4 points.
I am quite shocked.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty
Well
awesome.
struck.
Yeah, they're a little bit better. They're just slightly more strong than a regular goblin. All right, you're firing at you. All right, you see a bunch of goblins coming running up from behind you. You can kind of sense more goblins running up on you, and as you guys are fighting below, Fortuna, you are below. What are you going to do?
Can I see one?
You think you could see them, but again, they get heavy. These ones are all under heavy cover if you want to fire at them.
Yep.
Which one are you attacking?
That one.
Okay, perfect. And I'll zoom a little bit. I'm trying to keep it tight so people can see a little better, but it's having these big maps is sometimes difficult.
Yeah.
23.
That will hit. Go ahead and do
Nice.
damage.
15 points of damage.
All right, this is the one you hit, right?
Mhm.
You fire into it. It spirals, dropping down, and you see as it does, it becomes launching off the side, and disappearing as it falls beneath your it kind of falls beneath the shadows. All right, that brings us to the other. All right,
Looks over at Flender. I can hit them too.
Well done.
this one here is going to take a shot at Eckankar. Unfortunately, Eckankar has a little bit of cover too. It's just going to make this shot almost impossible.
Oh, nice.
And I missed. All right. That brings us to Geshar. Geshar, what are you going to do?
All right, I'm going to use the shadow step
All right, you shadow
bonus
step yourself
action.
up here. Put yourself here.
Heck yeah.
right under the tree.
Yep.
Bloop. He sort of like gathers himself for a split second, peeks around. There's a goblin right there.
Now
right?
you untied yourself first because that would be your item manipulation because you were tied to the rope before.
I was.
You cannot shadow step yourself off of being bound. Like
Okay.
if you
Then
like if I was
that-
grappling you, you
that's fair.
can't just shadow
That's
yourself.
fair.
Yeah.
So he like gets himself in a stable spot.
Yep.
And
Unties
my
the rope.
gear's just hanging
That's
on
the
the
item
wall.
Yeah.
manipulation,
Basically, you have to use your item manipulation action
Okay.
to do that. Boom.
Got it.
That
So
makes
shadow step
sense.
is his bonus action then as well.
Yep.
Ends up right there, and he's going to basically run around here and try to do the same thing that Ek was doing. Is basically just grapple this guy and shove him off of the.
All right. You drop
Ledge.
down. So you're gonna drop down because you teleported up to the tree right inside of a branch up there.
You know,
Now you're gonna
drop down in
drop.
front
You're
of
gonna
him.
drop down 10 feet or whatever.
Yep. No
right
problem.
behind it. All right. You're gonna give him a shove, or you're kind of going to grapple him, or what are you gonna do?
I think we were doing basically he's trying to shove him off, but sorry, he was grappling because he could just fly him over the edge and
Right.
let go. Yeah, he's trying to shove
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, because you're carrying him over the edge would be a little difficult.
No,
Just kill him.
Okay.
just leap off with him, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, why not?
Are you gonna shove him?
Did Gashar just leap off with him? Yeah, he'll shove.
Give him a shove.
So I'm
He's a
in,
mad lad.
When you shove, can you shove 5 feet back, or is it just shoved to the ground?
It's 5. You can either choose to
Either
shove
or.
them prone or shove them 5 feet.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's tripping.
Got it.
Well, good point. Good point. Never mind.
Okay.
So I have to use athletics, though, don't I?
You do.
Well, that's the same as climbing. Got a perfectly average 10.
Oh, unfortunately, you did not do it.
All right.
Hey, you kind of go to shove him. You surprisingly, he has the bow in his hand. You come dropping down almost silently behind him, thinking you're going to shove him. And just as you do, he braces himself. And you kind of hit him, and he kind of rolls a
Braces
little bit. Yeah.
I forgot to do that as advantage. I'm just going to roll it a second time because it should have been an advantage. That's my first attack, right? After the shadow step.
That is true.
All right, I'll do one more roll. We'll see if that still holds.
Ooh,
Jesus!
Natural
There we
20.
go.
All right,
There you
since you have advantage, you send him sailing.
Whoa.
You see him go flying down.
Once again, this is Sparta.
Just kicks him. He literally kicks him like the Sparta guy.
That's great.
All right, so that was his one attack. I still have movement, don't I?
Well, you shadow step,
I need to move 10 feet down
right?
out of the tree, kick the guy.
When you shadow step, that is
That's a
your
bonus-
bonus action,
bonus
right?
action.
But that doesn't count
Yeah.
toward your action at all.
Exactly.
Right? Yep. So you still have movement. Yeah,
I think I'll run over to this guy and I will hit him. I can't use that item interaction to draw, so I'm just going to do an unarmed attack on him.
Okay.
So I'll do an unarmed attack.
Kick him in the jimmies?
Yeah.
Goblin jimmies.
Give it to him.
Well, now I'm in the bright light, so this is
Yeah.
going to be disadvantage now. Just a tale of opposites here. All right, one unarmed strike at disadvantage. He gets an 11.
All right.
Which is
Not
a miss,
enough.
I believe. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, we're going to fight in the sun now.
Yeah.
He has a
All
bow
right.
out though, right?
What's that?
He has a bow out though, right?
He does have a bow right now. Yeah.
Yep.
He does. They do all carry. They carry either scimitars or short swords, something similar. But that is Gashar. Blander, it is your turn. You are still at the bottom, I believe.
Yes. Can those guys hear me up there?
How hear you for what?
How loud are you?
Because I could shut up and give inspiration to Gashar.
What is the range of inspiration? Does it just say as long as you can be heard?
It's as long as I can be heard.
So what I will do is I will
There's
give
an official
them.
number for that.
I will give them. What check do you think we should make for listening?
I would give him a performance check to see if he
Scream
projects.
loud.
Perfect. Yeah, all right. Here's what I want you to do. And it's going to be give me a performance check of 15.
Okay.
If you get it, they can hear you.
Okay, performance.
Perform
check.
loudly.
Yeah, I like
20.
that. That's
Oh,
fantastic.
yeah.
Yes, you pull, you inhale, you stretch out your diaphragm, you stand up straight and bellow out inspiration.
Get him!
And you should, yeah. Almost operatically calling out.
I love using skill checks
Yeah.
in battle.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Bardic Inspiration.
Inspirational, dedicational.
That's a D8, right?
Yeah, it's 1d8.
Yeah, it's a D8.
That is a nice job. I like that. Thanks for the check. I'm gonna give you inspiration because you came up with a cool plan. All right, that is
Nice.
I'll take it.
yeah. Flander, Hemo, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna fly over to this mechanism and try to figure out what drops the ladder.
All right, basically, it's a heavy
Well,
latch to pull it open, and normally they have ogres do it. So what you need to do is you need to give me a strength check, an athletics check to open it, to basically lift the latches and allow the ladder to just fall down.
You're a big, strong boy. Come on.
Mostly, that's an 11.
You see, he starts pushing on this. And he's like, now optionally, if you want, now that you've done that, you see it's very heavy. Optionally, you could try to break the lock mechanism and have it just roll down. Now that you've got to interact with it, you think that it's really heavy, but you might be able to break it. Again, what will happen is you'll have to do damage over time to do enough damage to break it. And you'll probably need a weapon that is not slashing to do that.
Well, I have a sledgehammer.
Yep, that's cool. So you go over there and try to pull it. It's really heavy, and you're like, nope, I'm not gonna be able to do that. All right. Anything else you want to do? I mean, you can move, or you've already kind of made your action was trying to open that up. But is there something else you want to do? Any movement? You want to stay there?
No,
You see goblins coming up behind you.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Why don't you take cover?
I guess I could take cover behind the mechanism, huh?
Yeah, you can get behind that mechanism. Then, and if they have their bows, they would need to definitely.
You are flying. You could just drop down below the lip. 60
Actually,
feet
yeah,
of movement.
I didn't move very far at all. I guess I dropped down below the thing and say, the ladder's stuck. Give me a minute.
All right.
Because that way that ogre launcher can't
Yeah.
target you.
Yeah, and you think that when you try to push it up, it was very heavy. It was like, imagine just something not moving, and you're just trying to lift the car, right? It's like, oh my god, I just can't do it.
Trying to get just the right leverage on it.
Yeah.
It's like if you,
Yeah. All right. That brings us to that's Hemo. That brings us to Finnis.
Can't really do much from down here now that there's nobody by the cliffside.
You want to burst into complete pure evil and attack somebody?
I my sword.
there's one there.
Think about it. Oh, I guess. Can I see him? The one that Gishar's
You can
engaged with?
see him. He just has heavy cover.
Heavy cover. I'll give it a shot anyway. Why not? Never know. Might
120
be a
feet, I
nice
believe, is
neutral
the top.
20. 21.
21.
Nice.
That's gonna be enough. Even,
All right.
even though he's under heavy cover, he must as he's moving around with you. He must have appeared a little bit too far.
So the hand just comes up and
Yeah.
grabs his skull.
Yeah, ghostly hand flies up and grabs his shoulder. 15 points of necrotic damage.
All right,
Whoa.
you grab him with your shoulder, and as you do so, it's pulled down off the cliff edge, dropping to its
Ghastly
death.
hand comes from behind, pulls him off the ledge right in front of Gashar. He's like, "Oh, that is pretty scary."
He just
Like,
falls
oh
off.
my.
That's awesome.
I'm
All
going
right,
to write that one down.
that was great. That was Finnis. Eckankar, what are you going to do
Okay.
now that you see these creatures kind of running up toward you?
Yeah, I
I'm
saw
go-
that.
I'm going to
Big
assign
goal.
them different initiatives because I think it's just easier for everybody. Let me start with that.
Sure.
That way, it's
Team
not.
blue.
I don't have to do everybody at once. I'll start with
Mhm.
these guys on blue at this group, and then I'll do another group with a different one. That way, not all my bad guys have to go at once. That's a lot for one round. All right, so that's what you see. What are you going to do?
Okay, he's going to fly. He saw Hemo. He probably saw Hemo try to
Yeah, and Hemo just
disengage
yelled.
that.
Yelled that it
And
was
he'll
stuck.
go to there and be like, Hemo, I have you covered. And he'll attack this guy right next to him.
All right, you can fly it across.
Yep. So that's one movement.
I'm just thinking like Superman, or like Thor.
Yeah.
You're kind of flying like Thor.
Hammer.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think he's flying like Thor for sure.
Hair
Second Thor.
flapping in the wind.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that totally hits him. Yeah.
8 points of bludgeoning.
All right, you strike into him.
Okay, and then he not just thematically, he's essentially raising his shield. He's like, Hemo, I have you covered.
Maybe fly over to the machine. Help me lift it.
I will help.
All right, that is
I don't know if I
Eckankar.
can because I did an attack.
Now round
Yeah, I think-
refreshes, and Eckankar, you can hear from the beyond. I'm gonna move the map a little bit. You see here from beyond the tree line here, from behind the tree line, you hear large rumblings of massively large creatures that begin moving through these tree lines here.
Okay.
But you can't, because you've already landed and you're below this line, you're actually below them. You can't quite see them yet. You think that they might be coming. In the meantime,
There might be giants, guys.
There's more. There's more.
This one here is going to go ahead and fire its bow at you since it's what it had it out. Ooh, I hit armor class 20 exactly.
Yep, that'll do it.
4 points of damage, so you take 1.
Yeah. All right.
These 1, 2, 3, 4. This one runs to here. I'm just gonna move them all at once just to kind of save time. They move out to here. They have their bows and they're just firing their bows all at you. No, not they all miss.
Okay.
All right. Fortuna.
There's that one. There's one way over here. I don't know if you missed it.
Which one did I miss?
Oh, on the bottom left.
Oh, that one there. Yeah. Thanks. No, actually, that is the one that I thought was gone. So I'm going to remove him from the map. That's fine.
Okay.
I copied him over. Thanks for letting me know.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm going to move so I'm closer to the.
and you're still down at the bottom, right? Down at the bottom of the 120-foot cliff.
Yeah.
You're moving over toward kind of closer toward where the
thing's going to come down. Yep.
yeah, where the ladder is down below. That way I don't have to switch maps so much. Yep, perfect. All right, cool. That is you running across over to that. It's their turn now. Eckankar, you can see from the tree line bursts out 3 creatures.
Oh boy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to take them to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These move to here. This one, and I'll see what their movement is in a second here. That's 30 feet. I'm going to double check to see what their movement is.
Ogres are 40
They do move with 40. Yes.
They're so big.
from previous experience.
They come running out.
Previous
You see-
experience running
You
from
see
them.
these
yeah.
guys coming running out. They carry with them these giant battering rams. Now you remember ages ago, as you were crossing the Triboar Trail, you saw one of these guys running out with one of these battering rams. These guys have very similar ones. It's very possible that original ogre was running toward this establishment a long time ago.
Mm.
All right, the Hobgoblin Devastator moves to here. Let's see what it can do.
Something devastating, I hope.
Anybody got command?
Why would you say that? I got command. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Tell him to lower the ladder.
You can't do something devastating. I'll be disappointed. Disappointed.
Hey, you ogre, drop it.
I apologize. He casts a spell before he leaves. He is now flying.
Uh-oh.
Air battle. It's looking like Dragon Ball Z all of a sudden.
He's high up in the sky. He moves to that.
I
He
can
moves to that
already
direction.
swing
He's about
swords
30
and
feet in the
cast
sky, just
fireball.
above the tree line.
Okay.
Gashar. Oh no, these guys just moved, so I'm gonna have him move again. Move to here. He's gonna move to here. They come running up. They gotta see you, Hemo. They saw you, Hemo. Some of the goblins were yelling back that they saw you, and so these ogres are coming around. They all see Eckankar there, and they're all gonna surround him. You don't know if these ogres really know that you can fly, so that's fine. All right, that is now Gashar. What are you going to do, Gashar?
Oof.
Save us all.
Oof. The map just changed dramatically in the last
Yeah.
round. Well, so Hemo, you were trying to lift that thing, and he basically called out, "I can help."
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he's thinking, is that he would help you, fix that that lever assembly there. So I guess that's what he's going to try to do. He can basically run. Is this like?
See
Can I
this little,
run,
see
like,
this,
under that?
see this thing right here at the very
Yeah.
back? That is the lever you need to lift up. You need, and you can either try to break it, you can try to dismantle it using thieving type of skills, or you can just force it open. There's a
Gotcha.
couple of different ways that you can do that.
So how would we get a help action to happen there?
Well, you get another person to help you, and then they get an advantage on the roll. So you come in and you declare that you want to help them, and then on their turn they get advantage on that.
You got more strength, right? Like I got a 0 bonus, but you're
Yeah, I got
stronger, right?
+1, and I'm
Yeah.
trained in athletics, but for what that's worth.
So Gashar basically, that's what he's thinking, is that he's going to come up and get underneath there and basically try to help Hemo to lift that.
Okay. Yeah.
But this is that's his action and his movement to get over there.
Yeah, this you have to climb this wall, but that's just one item. You get a free one item kind of interaction, so you can climb up that wall.
Okay.
And you can give me a quick check. I don't think you're having a problem, but
Well, I have had some problems.
well, yeah.
We'll see.
Fair.
Got a 9.
No,
There's a problem.
just so you take your free climb. You're not able to do it now. You can substitute your action to do a second climb if you want to sort of dash. You know what I mean?
No, what he's going to do is keep moving along the edge. Then this looks like there's sort of a cliff down.
There is.
along
You can
here.
kind of get right to about here,
Yeah.
but you're about 15 feet below. And you can see Hemo is just floating next to you as you come by, and Hemo's just floating in there. His long, beautiful elven hair waving in the breeze.
Actually, no, there's no. It's just so. All right. Yeah, I guess that's basically his action there. He's gonna he moved and he took no action. All right. You said that there's a bunch of creatures coming, but you can't see them at all, can you, right now?
You can't know. You hear them
Yeah.
because you're 15 feet below. Hemo doesn't know because he's down below before they arrive, but he heard, and Eckankar heard them and now see them all over the place. And he's like, whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And
All right.
unfortunately, Eckankar, you can fly away, but that's not going to really help Gashar very much.
Well, you know what he's
No.
going to do then? He is going to do a minor illusion.
I like it.
It's just a cantrip, but basically on the cliff edge right over here. Oh, it's not
Point
what I'm
to
on
it?
right now. So it's kind of north. Yeah, I was gonna say basically this cliff edge right over here.
Okay.
He's going to do an illusion of him climbing up and perching right on the edge. So he's
Perfect.
within a 5-foot cube, right? He's just kind of climbs up to the edge and then he's standing there looking at looking at what's around, but he can't focus on anybody because he doesn't know who's there. But he the illusion of him going that way, right?
Sure. Well, let's put just a marker on there to remind ourselves that you are there.
Sounds good.
I'll
I'll
give
draw
you-
a little.
Yeah,
circle.
draw yourself a little circle or something.
A fake
Perfect.
Gashar.
Flander,
There.
that looks exactly like you.
Perfect.
Can't even tell the difference.
Flander, what are you going to do?
Can I see any bad guys from where I am?
I believe they've all been launched off the side of the cliff at this point.
You can probably see the edge of Gashar running across and sort of comes to a stop.
You also see two Gashars. One
You
Gashar
see
and then you see
Hemo.
another Gashar kind of peering over the cliff.
You can see Hemo.
Yeah, all of you might not be able to because this actually is the length
And-
by
and
which you
land a
can,
little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because this
Okay,
is
well,
the
there's really
exit.
nothing I can do.
So you're kind of you kind of caught a little bit. You and Fortuna are down below,
Yep.
and Finnis. Sorry.
Split the
But
party.
actually,
Request.
reading a little further on the inspiration, it does have to be within 60 feet. So.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Well, never mind. I guess I can't get inspiration for the ladder thing. I guess I could fly down there and
You can do a swooping inspiration. I'm inspired.
Swoop down within 60 feet.
Oh, dang, I hit 64.
Thanks for that. Be right back.
Okay, so what are you gonna do? Anything?
I will
I feel like
watch
you
and
need-
anticipate.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you need a hold.
Yeah, Lander, Hemo, what are you gonna do? Now you are tucked below. I believe you went 10 or 15 feet below. You can see a little bit of that ladder hanging down. You see the machine mechanism here. You see Gashar kind of climb up. You saw him kind of try to climb up and slide down, and he moved his hands a little bit, and you see the illusion of the other Gashar. kind of rising up as if it's climbing. There's no sound or anything like that, but it is an illusion of a creature, right? Yep. What are you going to do, Hemo? And you do see in the far distance, I will say, you see a hobgoblin rising up over the tree line, flying. You can kind of see him barely in the distance. The first time you ever see a flying hobgoblin.
Yeah. Well, I think I need to stick to the plan. What would it take for me to lift Geshar?
You could give him you could just pick him up and lift him. I think you don't weigh that much.
You might not know which one.
That's
is
how
which,
we've played it before.
I think
Yeah.
I think he would know. And you could just lift him if you want to. That would just basically becomes your action to move him. Like it's like a grapple. You can grab him and move him up.
Make sure you grab the real one.
Yeah.
He was watching me, wasn't he?
Yeah, he knows
Okay.
which one.
If he was watching me,
I saw he moved in it.
I think I got.
I mean, if he just
The
came
other
over
one is
the
not moving.
if he just came over the cliff and never saw what happened, I would say
Right,
to
right,
roll. But he
right.
saw, yeah.
Somebody
So you
did.
could grab Gashar and lift him, but that becomes effectively your action to do that.
Yeah. Screw it. I got to get this ladder down. Heroic effort. I fly up to it and
Okay.
try to lift it once again.
Come on.
Is that an athletics?
It is an athletics check, yes.
23.
Ew!
With your heroic effort, he's like,
The 19 on the die.
I'm picturing you just like screaming, like doing the Arnold. Give me the Arnold. You're doing the Arnold, lifting it up. By the way, I just saw Fubar, loved it.
Really? Is it good?
That's fantastic. All right. So
Yeah,
you
I'm watching the
push it up.
documentary.
It lifts up the ladder, and all of a sudden the thing goes.
Nice.
Meanwhile, back in the other map, thanks.
Ah.
for making me-
You have to go to the other
I
man.
yell down.
Oh, okay.
Did that
Meanwhile,
do it?
back at the other map,
The three of you are just sitting there in silence, like, well, when's
I've
it
been
gonna
moving.
come?
I've been moving,
You've been dodging goblins, right?
getting in position.
yeah,
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 they're dodging falling goblins.
that is funny.
Yeah, it drops down 20 feet every check.
All right,
We're like,
Hey.
damn it!
Map. I can see on his map that.
It would probably take a moment for it to settle, as it's like.
It comes rolling down. The hitting and it just lands about 5 feet from the. You can just climb up and grab it. You see the thing goes
Wild.
boom, and I have it on this map. So just because I didn't know which dimension you guys were actually going to do this in, which is pretty
Yeah.
damn awesome. All right,
The fourth dimension.
I want to see
now
double
back to our
action from
regular
all of you.
map. I wish it would keep its position when you moved it back and forth. That's okay. All right. That brings us to Hemo, the heroic, lifting up that latch. Finnis, you are now at the bottom of that map. What are you going to do?
He still has
Move
movement.
towards the ladder.
Who does?
Hemo?
I guess I would still have movement.
You do,
No
yeah,
problem.
yeah. So I think it was like what 30 feet you moved. So you can move 30 more feet if you want.
Run away!
I don't want to take away from your movement. So
Oh no.
Let's go 30 feet. Hmm.
Oh, to Gashar? The other Gashar?
Maybe. I'm gonna fly towards Ek. Actually, I'm
I was
gonna.
about to say, get back to back with that.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Because I'm
Gonna go
gonna
here.
need to move.
back to Eck.
All right.
All right. That brings us to
Maybe
that was
like here. Yeah.
Hemo, Finnis. You see the rope land. You have about 120 foot of ladder climbing. With the ladder, you don't have to make a climb check. You just move at your 15 feet. Your half movement up the ladder.
I will double move
All right, so
up
you're
the
now
ladder
30,
as far as I can.
30 feet up.
He's leaping.
Go ahead and
and
mark.
using
Keep,
some stamina.
keep track of your
I'm
distance.
trudging with my big heavy armor on.
As you see this ladder here drop down.
As you're in the middle of climbing, you switch your armor up for something lighter.
He's breathing
Okay.
real heavy.
Eckankar, you are now you turn to see these ogres with these giant battering rams coming around. In the distance, you can see a hobgoblin rise up from the tree line. And you see
All right,
these goblins. Now you know that you fly away that a Hemo is probably going to get gonna get laid on pretty hard.
Yeah. He's just gonna turn to Hemo and be like, "All right, it's the 3," and he looks over at the fake Gishar. 4 of us right now. We need to hold out till they come. The rest of us, and he'll pull up a defensive position and just be dodging.
All right, you become dodging.
Raise the shield.
Perfect. First of all, these goblins. First of all, this goblin, it's going to run to here because he's going to get behind his friends, and then the 4 of them are going to fire. All these guys move, so they're not getting, so they can actually see you without
fire around the ogre.
Yeah, they're going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, pick them to there. 5, 10. Yeah, that's right. They're basically trying to not have to get around the ogre to fire, so they don't have to fire with cover.
Ooh, is Gishar in the mix of random targets there?
Fake Gishar.
Let me check. No.
Oh,
I gave you a
beans.
33% chance, and none of them target you.
that's fair.
All right. So the first 2 are going to attack Eckankar. Oh, I rolled a really roll. I rolled a 24.
Okay.
All right. And the other 2 are going to fire at Hemo. No, I didn't come close to hitting you. Max damage of 8.
Okay.
As they strike into you.
All right.
All right. Then it is that's all the blues, and I have one more blue, which is that guy way in the back, that ogre with the crank. He's gonna fire up, but now you guys are in a little bit precarious situation. He's gonna have to fire.
Well, I am
disadvantage.
dodging, so yeah,
Well, he's gonna have to fire with, like I said. Now he's in a precarious situation because he has to fire with disadvantage to fire at you because you're
come
dodging.
on.
Oh no, terrible! This he just goes firing past you, not even close to you.
All
But you
right.
do see it like it's kind of like a missile going overhead. USSR on the side, you know.
Well, I imagine these things are like couple feet long if ogres are freaking firing them.
Right, and they're like, it's like they're taking almost like a spear and firing at you, like a short spear or something. They're gigantic.
Yeah.
They're like this, probably this big, and thick as a small tree. Their accuracy is not very good, but if they hit you, it's going to do a lot of damage. All right, that brings us to Tortuna. You can see the rope ladder. You can see Finnis is climbing up as fast as he can. He is now 30 feet up, I believe. You went double speed, right, Finnis?
Yep.
She'll call up. How bad is it?
Real bad.
Please hurry.
Okay.
You and me against the world, Hemo.
She'll drop the concentration on flight. So you both settle down to the ground.
Oh, hey, good. We're both grounded.
Walk over to Flander.
Okay.
She's going to burn all of her sorcery points that she has, and she's going to twin polymorph again
Okay.
and transmute us into giant apes,
Oh,
which gives you a 40-foot climb speed.
Nice.
You can just go right up the thing.
Nice. And you guys are both apes
Oh my
now?
God.
so you're
both
telling
apes.
me you had 2 different ways to... No, I'm just kidding.
We got some John
Yeah.
apes.
But
Tell me the ladder at least helps
So
the apes not
it's
fall.
a resource that I'm burning.
Yeah, I'm quite shocked you're burning a lot of
I'm just
resources.
picturing
Yeah, well-
You are.
watching Gishar run up the cliff like for 2 minutes straight, falling down.
There's a good chance that
This is going to be awesome.
Nobody told
No, this
Geshar
will
those
be
two
he
are
had to
going to
do
get
that.
squished.
This is
Yeah.
really useful. I'm just messing with you, but I can just picture her sitting there like watching Gishar fall for 2 straight minutes of like,
You're not getting hurt.
I know, right?
She's just giggling.
First things first,
That
this
is
Goblin Devastator flying, like get him on the map here. He's not quite on the map where everyone can see where he's at. This Goblin Devastator flies to here. His Dungeon Master opens up his book to know what he can do. He moves his hands. He raises one, and as he does, he fires a pinpoint of fire toward the center between the two of you,
The three of them?
landing right here.
The 3 of them?
Right. No, Eckankar and Oaken. Yeah, well, technically the 3 of you, but he doesn't know that. He wants to get you in the mix, and he's going to, but unfortunately, it's not going to hit. It's only going to hit your illusion.
That's what I was asking.
As-
If it does hit the area of illusion,
Yeah, it's going to be destroyed as he launches a fireball emanating from there,
Oh boy.
hitting Eckankar and Hemo. Both of you give me, I believe it's dexterity saves.
Yeah. 22.
Nice.
I'm at full HP, so let's try this. 23.
All right. Well, you are both going to make your save, and I think
Nice.
that means that with your shield you take no damage. Is that right?
Yeah, essentially I blocked it all with my shield.
Nice. Unfortunately, Hemo's going to take half that damage. 37. Half of that is 18. You take 18 fire damage, Hemo.
Jeez.
Boosh.
Good hit. Good hit.
All right.
Don't you have absorb elements?
I do. That's also limited.
All right.
I'm going to take that.
You gonna take the 18? All right. Meanwhile, this ogre running forward. I believe ogres in this normally have 5 feet, but here they have 10. So they run to here. They are going to he runs up. He got this bash. He's going to try to bash you with his giant battering ram. Natural 20.
I think I'm gonna say 1.
Nope, natural 20. The big 20. He strikes into you with a 26. Striking into you with that giant battering ram.
This is gonna
boy.
be bad. Do you have anything?
This is not gonna feel good.
First of all, you're gonna get launched 10 feet away from him after he hits you, and he's going to hit. All this damage is included in that. I rolled 2 10s
Oh,
for
jeez.
damage. You take 44 points of damage as he strikes into you, knocking you 10 feet away, critically hitting you for maximum critical damage as I rolled 2 10s on top of my 2d10 plus 4, doing 40 plus 4 points of damage.
Wow.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You just see
Maybe you did make that a smart move.
Yep.
yeah. You just
Yeah,
see like
100%.
the stalwart Eckankar next to you get fucking flown.
Right over top of you.
This guy. Yeah.
I don't believe you're prone though.
You said
Hey,
10
an
feet,
ogre
right?
can push the target 5 or 10 feet on a critical roll away from the target. So you're not prone, you're just knocked back.
He'd be
Okay.
closer.
Oh,
Do I
sorry, one
stop
closer.
him by standing here at all?
Then you
Nah,
go
he just
flying
went
through
right
you.
over him.
No, it's forced movement. And he's
over
just
or
forcing you
past me.
through. I'm
Yeah.
assuming you're going to dodge. If you don't want to dodge, you can stop him, but you'll take damage as if you got struck.
I'm not going to take that.
I figured you're just going to
Yeah,
dodge.
I don't think you need to. Oh my
All right.
gosh.
This one here, you see this other one go. It looks at you and he goes, nerds! And he charges forward.
Excuse
he runs
you.
up to Hemo. He's going to make
I
a
am
battering
going
ram
to,
attack at Hemo.
I am going to impose disadvantage with my protection ability.
So that means I have a
After you've
disadvantage on my
eaten
strike.
that,
Yeah, you have disadvantage on your strike.
Way to go.
It takes my reaction.
I rolled a 13 and a 17. Let's see. And I believe they have a +6. 13 plus 6 is 19.
That'll hit me.
You have any reactions left?
Well, I could react with shield.
Don't you have a sword that can do some parrying?
Oh, right. Yeah, I do have that. That's a little less.
It does
I can
1d4,
try
right?
that. Yeah, 1d4. Let's try it.
Come on.
Short sword of parrying.
Roll big number.
2.
All right,
AC
so-
18?
AC 18, and I rolled a 13 plus 6 is 19. Not enough.
Nope.
The big battering ram runs forward, striking you for this time not very good damage. 5 plus 4 is 9. So one
Okay.
went 44 and the other one did 9.
Wow.
This one here is like the dad, and this one here is like the weird nephew that never really made it. This one here kind of has his loincloth on backwards.
I like it that way.
Yeah, I like it that way. Anyway, that brings us to Gashar. Gashar, your image has been destroyed by the fireball, I was assuming, if it interacts
It
against
doesn't
the
say anything
firestorm.
about that. The only thing it talks about is if there's interaction with it, then the creature that interacted with it, it becomes faint to that creature.
Okay, so Then it's going to be faint to the caster. I would
Yeah.
assume that if you cast a fireball into your spell, that kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that would
interacting for
probably
sure.
realize.
'Cause he
Nothing,
does-
it wouldn't impact it. He's just like, what? That just went through it.
right.
That's-
So then he won't be one of it. If he casts a spell
he'll
with
ignore it.
targeting, he wouldn't target him. Got it. All right, Gashar.
And honestly, it'd be kind of disbelievable to anybody else that he didn't get shard or anything either. So,
It's
how you
fine.
want to play that?
You can just leave him there for now. Maybe by chance.
Gashar definitely saw the fireball, though. He's going to try to climb
You
up again.
feel, yeah, you saw that. Because it's
Like, I
going from here, it's
I
like
need to get up
10,
there.
20, like 10. Yeah, you saw it like literally kind of emanating over the side of this cliff.
Exactly. So he's going to try to climb again.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do it. Good old athletics.
Come on, buddy.
Got a 10.
No, not enough. You need 12.
Really?
You need 12, yeah.
You said this was all right. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. It's fairly easy, you know.
Is this side over here a lot more shallow of
I just made it 12 across the board. It just makes it easier.
not for me? All right, I'm going to keep trying.
You're going to use your action to climb up?
Yeah.
Go for it. Oh, double fours.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so you
That's it.
oh yeah,
Keep
crap.
going.
Oh,
It's
no.
not looking great for us, emo.
All right, that is Gashar fighting his way up, clawing up. Yeah, that's a tough bit. That brings us to Flander. Flander, what are you gonna do? Is Flander one of them who's an ape
Yep.
now?
Flanders an ape.
And look, Flander, you are now an ape. Do you have the information for him? Did you just put it up?
If you go under that the information tab under compendium,
Yes, I pulled that up. So
so you have the stat block.
I have the stat block there. Yep. Mhm.
Yep. All right.
Perfect.
I start climbing.
So you have a 40-foot climb speed,
hmm
so you can make it 80 feet up the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it.
Perfect. You climb up 80 feet. You are now 40 feet from the top.
So Finnis is going up. Freaking giant ape goes up one side.
All right, Hemo, it is your turn. You see Eckankar just get launched through you. Boom. Eckankar, what do you have for hit points? You got to be really low.
I'm at 26.
Yeah, that's really low.
Yeah, 26 of 76.
Yeah, that's not good. Hemo's got nicked up a little bit. Boy, you just got your armor has this giant divot in it. This ding.
Yeah,
What do you gotta
I have
do,
some
Emo?
broken ribs for sure.
So I'm in range of this battering ram. From
Yeah,
this
you are.
bottom
They're 10
guy.
feet, they're 10 feet and 10 feet and 5 feet
Okay.
away.
But I'm not in range of this top guy.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can I move down 15 feet here, throw my javelin of lightning at this back guy?
Absolutely, no problem. You can definitely do that.
No, so you can get 3 of them.
Yeah, you can.
All right. So
That is awesome. You'll make a hit against that guy.
Now you guys know you're not flying. Just
Yeah, we're not flying anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. Each creature in the line, excluding me and the target, needs to make a DC 13 dex save.
All right, let me do the ogre. Oh, the ogre rolled a natural 20. Shoot, and the other dude rolled a 4, so he failed. So the ogre made it. The goblin failed, and then the attacker will just make it to hit.
So the ogre's going to take 7 damage, and the other guy's going to take 15. And then I make a ranged weapon attack, which I think is I guess +7, because that's what I get to my other stuff. So let's just take the 16 to hit from that, not the 8
Boom,
piercing.
boom. You see the ogre gets as you release it just turns into a lightning bolt. And you see the ogre goes kind of joke like its heart just murmured for a second. Like, what was that? Doesn't seem too badly injured from it, but definitely took damage.
And the dang, cool.
All right, and your weapon is down here on the ground with this guy. All right, that is Hemo. Finnis climbing up. You're 30 feet up. You're gonna
Oh
keep
wait,
climbing?
can I actually move 15 back up to where I was standing?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't want to be near that edge.
Okay,
I'll move 15. to
That's a
15
good
back.
point.
okay, Finnis, your turn. You were gonna climb up to 60 feet up.
I can do another 30. So I'll
Yep.
be
So
at
your total
60 feet.
is 60. He's like climbing up. All right, that brings us to
Scrambling.
Eckankar.
Okay.
Shaken. and stirred.
Yep. I want to move to here, so I'm still within 5 feet of Hemo, and I want to attack this guy.
All right, you come running up to him.
23 to hit, and I will. Does that hit?
It does hit.
All right, I'm going to smite.
All right, you do some.
So,
it's not a good rolls. Oh.
okay, so 14 points of bludgeoning plus another 8.
So 14,
So-
so 20, 14,
22.
24, 22. All right.
Yeah, so 22. Second attack. Ooh, it's a crit.
Too bad.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right. So 11 points and then an additional 15 hit
Smite
points.
him.
You're smiting again?
Yeah, I'm smiting
Double
again.
smiting? All right, so
Yeah,
11
yeah.
plus
Double
20
your smite dice.
is 26.
I did.
Yeah, so 26 total?
So 15, 26 total on the second hit. Yeah.
Okay.
How did you double your smite dice?
Because I'm only using a first level spell slot for it.
So you
It's not double. It's just adding a 1d8 for my smites.
You're talking about for critting?
But for critting, you double
Oh,
those
for
dice
critting. Okay, so does it
Yes.
does a crit? Oh,
Yes.
wow. Okay, so 6d8. Jeez.
too. Yes, you get 3 more d8.
Well, you
All
don't
right.
just go ahead and give it a roll.
All right, another 12.
Ooh, that wow, that
That's
did crush
devastating.
it. That thing is like, what the hell just happened?
Wham, wham!
You're almost as devastating as the Devastator.
He's like, what the heck just happened? He's just like shocked. He's just, what
right.
in the world? You can see he's just like,
Tiny human.
all right.
Tiny human, why you hit so hard?
All right, that
power of
was
God.
Eckankar. All right, now it is time for these. I'll have this one move 5, 10, 15, 20. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's see, I'm going to roll. Yep. All right, this is what happens. This one here, for a brief moment, he disappears. Like you can't find him anywhere. And then suddenly he appears out of here. He appears out of nowhere, and he fires as he bonus action hid behind his large companion, and then comes flying out of the backside. He's going to hit with advantage on Eckankar, but he's going to miss. This
With
one's
advantage? Ouch.
yeah. He has an armor class 20.
Yeah, he's tough.
Okay, this one does the same thing. For a moment, you lose track. For a moment, you lose track of him, and suddenly he appears over here, and
Wait, under Hemo?
he's not. No, he appears next to Eckankar. And
What
with
happened?
advantage, he hits armor class 21
All right.
for max damage of 8.
Okay. Whew.
They're in the same
Alright.
spot. I was wondering if the other one looked the same.
What do you mean? No, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's where Hemo is to me.
No, Hemo's right here.
Weird. I'll refresh.
Yeah, Hemo and Eck are trying to stay within 5 feet of each other right now.
Yeah. And I believe
Yeah,
that's
I'm up
all
here.
on the blues that I have. Let me back up. Oh no, I got the big the big guy at the back.
Yep.
On top of, who's sitting over the top of an entrance of some weird opening in the earth. He has this heavy crossbow thing. He latches it back. Now he still has to fire with disadvantage. So even whether you're dodging or not, because of the range and where he's at, he's still firing with disadvantage no matter what. Problem with D&D is no matter what you do, disadvantage is basically disadvantage, right? So
Yeah.
he's going to fire at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, Eckankar.
Okay.
Firing with disadvantage though. No, he just again firing over the top. Like the angle where he's at, he's kind of shooting through the trees a little bit, like the tops of the trees, and he's firing down at you. But he's just so far away, he can't get a good shot in. All right,
That's too bad.
that is.
That's too bad.
I mean, do you know how many times he's fixed that thing? He's cleaned it. He's kept it in working order. He's all ready
It's
to
his
go.
thing.
His
It's-
one thing, and he's not
It's
able
his
to shoot.
favorite thing.
It's his orgasm.
Yeah, it's his
You
one
had
thing.
one job.
And you guys are not being very friendly. I should, you're not being very inclusive.
I'm
gonna tell you
taking
that.
away that.
All right.
Inspiration.
So that is Fortuna.
Climb up 80 feet.
You're now 40 feet from the bottom. As you climb, you're just your big strong hands digging into the earth, just almost ripping part of the earth out as you're clawing out. The side of the cliff is almost like it's almost like a jungle gym. It doesn't even feel like you're almost probably like, wow, I'm really good at this. All right, that is Fortuna. It is now the rest of them's turn. All right. First of all, with the Devastator, what will the Devastator do?
If you want to make us huge, we're huge.
Nice. I will make you huge when you get to the top.
Yep. Just imagine these big ogres and then this fucking giant.
All right. This
Good thing we've seen him before.
this hobgoblin Devastator delays and yells out something. Does anybody speak goblin?
Not goblin.
All right.
No.
All right. What these guys do is these guys move back. They run up the hill.
I would like my attack of opportunity.
Take it.
26 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Damn
Another 9 points of damage.
Oh no. Oh, that
Not
guy is so
quite.
close to dead.
No. No. All right.
Unfortunately, well, he can't do it with a because he can't avoid two combatants, but he can't avoid 4. So he's gonna stop these 2 people from getting injured as he fires another fireball in the center of you all.
Oh boy. Come on, buddy.
All right, anybody gonna take? Can you give me some reflex saves, both of you?
Please don't die.
16.
22.
Eric's got 22. I got to see what their save is.
It's a middling.
You made it.
I'm Sienna, I know it.
Nice. Oh my god.
All right. So the 22 I actually also made it. So at half damage, you're going to take 15 points at half damage, Hemo.
Cannot believe I'm making these.
All right. Both of these guys right now are dodging, just so you know. That's what they're doing. Both of these guys are dodging. They move back to dodge. They're getting out of dodge and moving to dodge. All right. That brings us to Gashar. Still having problems down there on that cliff face.
Yeah. So one of the abilities that he has is the Step of the Wind. I'm going to read it real quick.
Yeah.
You can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn. And your jump distance is doubled for the turn.
Yep.
So I was reading about high jump.
Yep. If you run.
My jump, my height, my distance for jumping height wise, and I need a 10 feet range. Yes. Is 3 plus my strength modifier, which is 0. So 3 feet.
Yep.
So I can double that
Yep.
to get to 6 feet.
Yep.
In that description, it also says that you can extend your arms half your height. He's over 6 feet tall, so that's 9 plus some, plus the 6 feet is totals means he could reach up to 15 feet with this jump.
So what you need to
picturing
do-
him doing is running away and
Yeah.
then sort of circling back and running and then grabbing the top
So-
and just pulling himself up.
All you need to do is when you make is you can give me, and I'll give you a choice. If you can give me an acrobatics or an athletics check to basically grab the edge, because you're basically jumping to the very edge
Yeah,
of 15
exactly.
feet.
Yeah, he's got like 9 inches of clearance with it.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to be clear,
Yeah.
just to be fair. But yeah, I hear you. That's exactly
I
what I
mean, you
was picturing.
basically you're gonna. It's not like you can clear it and jump up to
No,
the top.
exactly.
You need to grab. So basically,
Yeah,
I really
cat
grab
grab.
the edge check. So go ahead and give me a grab the edge check.
Sounds good. So yeah,
That's
he's
cool.
basically
That's
running
awesome.
away and running back, and he's just gonna try to like come up where his guy was over here.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, cool.
Give me the check.
Let's do acrobatics.
An
And you got an 11.
11. All right, that'll be enough though, because you see the 10.
Good.
You grab to the edge of the cliff. You kind of pull yourself up.
All right. So his movement was basically, I think, to here. So 25 and then another 20. So that's 45 feet. He's going to keep on moving.
All right.
He sees everybody up here now. He's like, whoa, hello.
Yeah, you see how charred we are.
They're planning something. Also, that guy has fireballs.
And then that was his bonus action. I'll spend my key point, of course.
No, you said to use your key point to use the dash action.
Yes, that was his bonus.
Yeah.
So yes,
Dash is
key
your
point
action.
to take the disengage as a bonus action.
Oh, you can do it as a bonus.
Yeah,
action.
it's a.
That's what he's burning his.
So I haven't even used the rest of that movement yet, but I'm going to run up. I'm just ignoring the
Nice.
rest of the movement. I'm using it to get the jump, right?
Yeah.
And then running up to this guy, and
Perfect.
I'm going to use my action to hopefully beat the crap out of him at disadvantage. We'll see how that plays out.
Hey, no, that's awesome.
Free item interaction to get his staff out.
You
Oh, yeah.
pulled yourself up. That was your free item interaction.
What? That's not an item interaction. Climbing's part of your movement.
Punch him.
Well,
Fine.
I'll let it slide.
Unarmed
Go ahead and you
strike
can
it
pull your
is.
weapon out.
Does 17 hit?
I don't want to make it too difficult. Yeah, 17 will definitely hit.
All right, excellent. So he does 5 points of bludgeoning. He's going to keep going. He gets one more attack. Does 13 hit?
No, it doesn't hit.
Okay.
You hit a 17, but your 13
Yes.
does not hit.
So 13.
And you did how much damage? 5?
5 points of
All right.
bludgeoning.
All right, cool. And that is Gishar Flander.
I'm going
Flander
to
smash. Where you want to put yourself on the board?
Oh my god, yeah, Flanders finally gonna get up here.
okay. So
You are at this. This is at 40. This is at 40. Well, I don't know where you're at the map.
40
but-
over here.
well, this is 40 right here to this level.
Okay.
To this level here.
Okay.
So I'm going to put you at 40. I'm going to make you big.
Okay.
You are a big monkey.
Now that's where you reach, and your first
I'm an ape.
movement is right there.
Wouldn't they be here? Oh,
What's
no,
that?
never mind. They climbed up the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apes.
Yeah.
All right.
Return to monkey.
So what are you gonna? Then this is at the same level. That's that red line I was showing you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're reached there. Now this is a 15-foot cliff. Of course, you could do that, but now you have to clear the distance. So where are you going to move to?
Can I move to?
You have a rock throw too. Just keep
Okay.
that in mind.
Yes.
There are plenty of loose rocks around this area.
Okay.
You could probably.
Then I will take a rock. And excuse me.
Want to hurl at that dude at 70
50
feet?
to
What's
100.
your distance of throwing rocks?
50 to.
Throwing rocks 50 to 100.
50. Okay, so you can throw it at this hobgoblin, but it would just be a disadvantage.
Yep.
Or you can
Oh,
move.
we'll give it a whirl.
Okay. Come on.
Okay. So
Disadvantage. You got it. You can hit this devastator. He's at
Knock him out of the sky.
Oh.
okay. So at disadvantage, I get a 13.
Well,
No,
no,
you-
you have plus
you-
9,
that'd be-
22.
Do you have a
Plus
you have
9
a
is
plus
a
9 to hit with
22,
that creature, right?
Yeah,
So
you got a
would-
22.
Yes,
Yep.
you hit it.
Okay. All right.
Jeez, that's a
And,
lot of
that-
strength.
76 plus 6.
Oh.
7.
That's a fast rock.
That's what he gets for the
Wow.
awesome.
76 plus what?
7d6 plus 6.
That's wild.
Big ape.
All right. Go ahead and
That's why I
give me the
did this.
damage.
Okay. 28
Ooh.
points of damage.
Nice.
There we go.
That's as much as he was doing with the fireball, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, the fireballs do 86, I think.
Yeah, it's in the same realm, right?
Yeah, very
Actually, it's
similar.
almost exactly the same.
All right. You hit the thing.
Good hit.
You hit him with a rock. He goes spinning off. He's not dead, but he goes.
You devastated him.
How about a concentration check?
Or he's not concentrating anything. He casts 2 fireballs.
Flying.
He's flying.
Flying?
That's right. He's flying.
Ooh, how half was he? 30 feet, did you say?
Flying out.
Yeah.
He failed.
Oh!
So he drops, right?
No,
He
they-
dro-
Yeah, he falls.
Yeah, he falls. Thanks for reminding me. All right. Who's going to take some damage? Not dead yet. Still. Jesus.
You hear a light crunch in the
But
Flander.
still, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, Lander.
I forgot about his. I'm like, he's not concentrating. He has 2 fireballs. And he's like, oh, yeah. By the way, he's flying. He lands.
Oh, my leg.
I just love the visual of just like he has no idea. A huge ape just shows up and throws a rock at him.
Just to look at
Straightens his
it.
hair.
And the problem is that was a lot of damage, so his concentration was very difficult to beat.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
How is it? Half plus something?
It's D10 plus. Well, I rolled really low, so I had to even check.
Plus half damage or
Yeah,
something?
but it's minimum 10, or you have to do like you have to be half the damage. I think. It
Okay.
is.
Yeah,
Which
so
would be-
you use 14.
14. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that's.
Wow,
what it is.
okay.
All
Excellent
right.
shot.
Yeah, that was but unfortunately for him, I rolled a 1 and a 4. So that was that hit was just crushed him.
Way to
Devastating.
go, Flander.
Yeah. All right. That is anything else you're gonna do? Yeah. Is that your strike? Is that what he gets? Is one strike?
Yeah, that's what I get. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
When he throws, if he gets,
He gets two fists.
He gets two fists if he
Oh,
gets
one
into
Yeah.
melee. But
All right, Finnis. Finnis, what are you gonna do?
I climb another 30 feet. I'm at 90.
You're almost near the top.
I'm just listening to all this action.
Yeah, you'll at 120 feet, you'll be right here at the bottom of these. This is 120 feet at the bottom of those.
but you'll be right in time to heal them.
Yeah.
Right. All right, that is Finnis. Eckankar. You see these creatures here. They backed up and we're kind of dodging. They're kind of dodging right now.
Heck, I think they're planning something.
Yeah.
They did. Out
Eck
of the way of the fireball.
is. Yeah, I mean, Eck is going to lay on hands on himself.
Right.
He'll just touch his chest for 20 hit points.
What you do in the privacy of your tent.
When
Yeah.
I think about you, I touch myself.
Listen,
All right.
I got to do this.
All right, keep your armor on.
It always heals me.
And I won't move. I'm going to stay next to Hemo.
I'm totally running.
All right.
Like as soon as I can.
This one moves to here, and he's going to try to shove Gashar off the cliff.
Oh?
Just right back down to the next level.
Yeah, to the next level.
Bastard.
What'd you get?
At
The stupid disadvantage, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that would be 17.
You made it though. You made it though. He's actually stronger. You actually were stronger than him. I only rolled a 13. All right. He comes over and he's like, "Good." He's not able to get you out. 10.
Thanks, Alan.
You need to level the playing field.
All right. And then what he does is he takes a free disengage to move to there. And then he's going to move the rest of his movement.
Who would have thought a goblin is a coward?
Yeah,
Runs away.
for sure.
Have you ever heard of such a thing?
This one moves up into the tree line here. He hides and then springs out as a bonus act, or he hides as a bonus action, then springs out of the trees to fire down at Hemo. He rolls a 13, so that's a miss.
No.
No. He gets advantage on this strike. I forgot because he was hiding.
I guess if he does some,
He hit armor class 21,
well, that'll hit.
and that brings us to a total of 4 points of damage against you.
Ow.
The goblins can be pretty nasty with if you do all their stuff. Yeah. All right, that is them. And then the big guy, the big cranky dude. I pretty much have to roll really high on 2 dice to hit you, Eckankar. But if he does, this is going to hurt.
Okay.
That's the big guy in the back with the big giant thing. He
Yeah.
fires up. Oh, I rolled a 19 on one dice, but only an 8 on the other.
All right, that's probably gonna.
He rips through the tree line. It's very low chance I'm going to hit you, but if I do, man, it's going to hurt.
I'm worried about that one.
All right, that is now Fortuna.
Okay. Where do you want to put me?
Were you like right next to him before, right next to
Yeah.
Flander? So put yourself like right here at the edge.
Where am I? Oh, there I am.
Can you see it on map? Yeah, there he goes. Boom. Perfect. I will enlarge you. Come on. Whoa. If I can actually grab the edge. I have to grab my own edge. I'm having a problem.
And you throw rocks as good as Flander.
Yep. And that's what I'll do.
There's nothing to throw rocks at right now. There's nothing flying in the air because this is a 15-foot cliff still.
Ooh, yeah.
So you're basically 15 feet lower, and then everything is happening up here.
I am huge.
Aren't you like
More than
15 feet tall?
Yeah, that's true. You are 15 feet. You are 15 feet. Is your height 15 feet? You got to look at your creature and see what it says. Make sure it should
It
have.
says huge.
Does it give dimensions at all in it? I don't even know.
How big?
I
is
actually don't know.
Huge.
And thankfully, in Pathfinder, they give you dimensions. In this one, they don't.
Yeah, bastards.
What is your reach?
Well,
10?
10 feet.
Then yeah, you could see. I would say you could throw a rock at something. What do you want to throw a rock at?
I'm guessing I cannot see that guy.
No, he's definitely too
But I
far, but
can
you
see
could
this
actually,
guy.
yeah, you can.
All right.
Most likely you're going to miss though. He's pretty sly. He's pretty
Gotta-
slippery.
Gotta have cover too, I imagine.
Pretty slippery.
19.
All right. Yeah, that will hit even with cover as you go
He's
ripping
gonna
through
turn into
ripping
paste.
through that.
All right. So there's 6.
Fire at this dude right here.
Oh my god.
1, and then 11, 30, 38.
All right. So what happens? This guy,
explodes.
so watch. This guy moves to here. All right, and then he keeps moving into the rock. And as
Parts
he's
of them kind of stay there.
as
parts
he's
go up.
launched into the side of the rock, you see part of the rock just kind of collapses on top of him, kind of burying half on the rock there.
No, that's a Dragon Ball Z thing.
Devastating.
Yeah.
All right, that is wow, that was awesome. All right, these guys here.
What are they thinking now?
Yeah. Well, there is. They see
2 of them.
Too, yeah.
And they're not on your side.
They're like, we used to be the biggest ones. Dang it.
Right, this guy here is going to stand up and move to here. He's a hobgoblin, I believe. Let me double check. They have a whole different set of stuff that they get to do.
Looks like a hobgoblin.
The Devastator?
Yeah.
There's the
Says he
name
is.
of Hobgoblin.
All right. Yes, he is going to do a ranged attack on. Let me pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be on Flander. Flander. He stands up and runs to the edge, and he's going to fire a bolt at you. What's your armor class as these guys? I don't even know.
It's 12 as an ape.
Oh, no problem. 12 is unfortunately different, not too hard to hit. He strikes into you, Flander, as an ogre, or as a we were an ape, right? Giant ape.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What this Devastator does? He has a couple things. He's going to hit you for a bunch of damage, but I think your hit points are quite high.
157.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
But you basically take almost any hit that hits you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But still,
It's a wild spell.
a lot of hits.
Not too much damage. Sorry, one more. Plus more. 16, 22, plus 3, 23, 25 points of energy damage. And you need to give me what kind of save is it? You give me an athletics counter save.
Okay.
Make an athletics check. Your creature should
plus
have it
9.
on there.
Okay. So
I use my
Athletics
spell
check
to add my
plus
spell DC
9.
to this. Okay. What do you get?
okay. A 16 plus 9, 25.
Okay, no problem. Now it kind of pushes you back, but you're so strong. You know, it's this energy bolt strikes into you. Hobgoblin makes.
You do feel
one
lightly
devastating
pushed towards the back, though.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Very lightly.
He yells out. There's one who yells out. These two nod. They don't look too sure, but they're going to follow instructions anyway. If this one runs to here, and he's going to let's see.
Oh god. Please don't crit again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eckankar. He's gonna fire. He's gonna try to hit you with his weapon. I think he still only gets one attack. I think. Yeah. He didn't crit you, but I rolled a 19, so he definitely hit you.
No, I got a 20. Oh no, you rolled a 19.
I rolled a
Okay,
19, and they have a and they have a 20, 23, 22, 20,
Okay.
20.
Yep, that'll hit.
So he's gonna hit you. Hit you for. Oh no, I apologize. I need to redo that. I read the damage wrong. So let me start again. So he's gonna hit you. Because he hits a +6. So I rolled a 19. I was like, why does he only have a +3? But that's because I was doing the wrong with the firing guy. So he hits you with a +6. So he had a 25. He's gonna hit you for 15 plus 4 is 19 points of damage.
All right.
And he sends you flying 5 feet back. Boom.
All right.
All right. So in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He needs one more.
Jeez.
He needs to move one more.
Yeah.
For what's that? No.
Oh, is he going?
I counted this because he has a chance. He can go to Hemo or to Eckankar, so I'll see where he's going to move to.
But he's okay.
He can move 40.
Yep.
Yeah,
No, I know.
So he's going to move to here, and he's going to hit at Eckankar again. Man, they just like you.
Well, I mean, yeah, I
But he
did
misses.
a lot of
But he
damage.
misses you. He runs up.
Yes.
He rolls an 11 plus 6 is 17. Misses you.
Oh my gosh.
All right. That brings us to Gashar. Wow.
The one in front of me is probably pretty hurt. I don't know. I haven't done a perception
The
check.
one right in front of you looks like he hasn't been touched yet.
Oh, I thought that was the one that was.
They
that I
crisscross.
attacked.
This is the other one. This is what
They crisscrossed.
They
Oh,
crisscrossed on the way down.
So this guy is obviously bloodied.
Directly in front of Eckankar. And up to this guy.
All right.
On his way there, he'll grab out his quarterstaff.
All right.
And is this guy big enough that he's fighting the shade now?
No. Nice try. You're always trying. You're always going for that.
I have to.
It's worth a
establish
shot.
What's shady or what's dim light and what's not. So
This whole game is a little bit shady with you.
this is it's the shade template. That's what happens.
Yeah.
No, so he'll attack at disadvantage though. So he's gonna do. Does a 16 hit?
I don't remember. Let me see here. These ram dudes. Yes.
Gotta be.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, that's gotta
Yeah.
be
So
close.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Take a second attack. 17 would hit
Nice.
10. He's on a roll now. 11 more points. So
Attaboy.
11.
You
And
have a
then
stunning fist.
he does have a stunning strike. Wait, this guy was pretty damaged, right?
This guy has not hardly been damaged. You just injured him twice for the first
Oh,
time.
gotcha. I missed
Yeah, it
it.
was the one on top.
This
They
one's
We'll
they
try to do a
flipped.
stunning strike. So he's going to spend a key point.
All right. I'll make a
Um,
fortitude save or like a constitution save.
It is a save. Sorry. Yes, Constitution saving throw. And
I rolled a 16 plus a save. So
yeah, he's gonna make it then. Okay, cool. And then he's going to so that was just part of his attack.
Yep.
He'll
You
spend that
hit him
key
twice,
point.
right?
Yep, he'll spend that key point, and then he has a bonus action. He's going to take the patient defense, spending another key point to do dodge
Dodge.
as his bonus action.
Right. Nice. I had no idea that this combat, the way it was set up, was actually going to take that many resources for you, but it's really fun. It's really cool.
Yeah.
You never really know
have
because
the high
mathematically
ground.
speaking, it kind of depends on what you guys do and where. That's kind of fun. It's just interesting to me. Some things I plan and you guys take no resources, and others it's like, wow, that's a big one. Cool.
Mhm.
All right, that was Gashar. Okay, that was Gashar. That next up is Flander.
Flander's going to move up to
This will take
Here?
15 feet of your movement. I know you can move a lot, but just calculate
Yep.
it out.
Yep.
All right.
But I will
But
move
he
to
has a
here,
climb speed, so it doesn't.
But it
Yeah.
still
Not-
costs 15 feet.
Yeah, I know, but it's
Yeah.
not difficult.
and he's going to throw a rock at this guy here.
All right. You're going to throw a rock at this one here. All
I'm
right.
gonna
Go
throw
ahead
a
and
rock.
make your attack.
Okay.
You sort of walked through a crappy illusion of Gashar on the edge of the cliff there, just
Yeah, he
not
got a
moving
waiter.
at all. It's not moving.
It's like the wrong color. And
Okay.
Yep, it's not great.
It's like a cardboard
Oh.
cutout. It's a flat sprite of
18.
Gashar.
You're not far off.
18 will hit him.
Okay. That means 7d6
Jesus.
plus
I feel like if
6.
you roll all ones, you might kill him.
35.
35. Only 35. All right.
Yeah.
As you hit
all I had in
him, this is what happens. You pick up the stone and you throw it at him, and what happens is the stone literally decapitates the ogre. He just takes the head right off. All you see is the sinews and some bone and part of a bone sticking up, and just the blood just going.
Fountain.
It's just squirting up as this thing drops.
And Flander rears up and pounds his chest.
That sounds all right.
That's the spirit.
Wow. All right. That was awesome. All right. That was Flander. That brings us up to Hemo. Hemo, what are you going to do?
I guess the tide has changed.
Next time when you guys, next time you make somebody into a giant ape, Flander, you should enlarge them.
Oh, yeah. It's
Oh
gargantuan.
my god.
Or is it colossal? Or
We just
gar-
become King
I think it's
Kong.
gargantuan.
I think it's colossal then
Oh,
gargantuan.
is that right? You may be right.
It's real big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of ledge am I looking
is
at that
fucking
the
king.
Hobgoblin Devastator is on?
You got to see what a large says. Can it just take you to a large, or does it ring you up by one?
It takes it one step up.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's wild.
All right, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Hemo?
What kind of ledge is the Hobgoblin Devastator sitting on?
It's a 15-foot ledge where he's standing up to him.
Okay.
All the ledges are just 15 feet, just because it makes it easier to calculate.
See,
All
had,
right.
had we had this with the dragon and enlarged two of us, with,
Yeah,
oh my god, it would
that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
well enlarge
Um,
one of them. Couldn't-
mhm.
still-
Well, it looks like I've got a good shot here, so I'm going
Would've been-
to cast a firebolt
Yeah.
at the Devastator.
Right.
14 to hit.
What are you doing? You're 14 to hit the Devastator. I
Firebolt at the
believe is
Devastator.
going to miss. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, their armor class is better than that. 14,
And
you
then I'm
said?
going, yeah. And then we're going to bonus action fire my longbow at him.
All right.
20 to hit,
That will hit for sure.
10 points of piercing
All
damage.
right. Hit it for 10 points of damage. It just looks at you like, it looks back at the kind of like where it came from. You can tell it's thinking about, it's probably not, it's like, maybe I just want to get out of here.
One of the ogres.
It's worth it.
They literally lost their mind. All right. That was Hemo. Finnis, what are you going to do?
I'm going to climb the next 30 feet and I'll be at the bottom here. Hello.
Yes, you made it to the
Welcome
bottom.
to the party.
He's like, I made it. You're
He's just
letting
out of breath.
Everybody even be a little bit sore. You're like, oh gosh, it's such a climb. All right. That is Hemo. That's Finnis. That is
Don't you have a bonus action?
Nothing that I can do useful, really.
All right.
Magic weapon that you always do?
The fight's getting a little low. I think we can.
yeah.
save the
Eckankar, what are you
slot.
gonna
This will be
do?
a big one.
I want to get up in his face.
Yep.
Let's slam. No,
Come on and
I'm gonna
slam.
roll the inspiration. See if we can get a little higher. Unless a 13 hits.
No, 13 doesn't. Oh, 13 against the ogre. They don't
Yeah.
hit. That actually hit 13.
Oh, that does hit. Okay,
Yeah.
then never mind. So okay, so
Yeah, don't. If you say you missed, I'm like, I was assuming you rolled like a 2 or a 1 or something like that. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, the difference
11
is-
points of bludgeoning.
All right, that's enough. It's enough. I mean, you did 11 points. I didn't mean you
Yeah.
to kill him, but yeah. Sorry.
Okay, second attack, 26 to hit.
That will hit. You're gonna smite him.
No, another 10 points of
All right.
damage.
All right.
Death by 1,000 cuts for this guy.
Yeah, I gotta
when he
save
has so much
something.
HP.
Flander decapitates him.
They might be giants. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That was
Base might be
Eckankar.
nice.
all right. This one yells something, and then it's going to
Book.
see.
Could have threatened it. Oh, well.
He's gonna move to here. 5, 10, 15,
He's in a
20.
bow.
Trying to think if I can do that. Where's the? Sorry. Do I get the measurement?
I feel like there's
Somebody
another
grab
ball
that
coming
goblin
in.
just to give him a little shove.
Let's see. Yeah. So he can't quite do that. Yeah. He'll move the 30. He has to move to here. Sorry. All right. He moves to there, and he casts lightning bolt. And it'll get. He's gonna cast it at. Yeah. He's gonna cast it at. He's up in the air. So Hemo, I'm giving you advantage on this save.
Okay.
Hema, you do have a +3.
He's high. He's up. He's higher
Higher
up.
ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give it
Just-
Hemo advantage on the save, and
Yeah.
because it's
And a
hard to tell
+3.
where exactly he's gonna
Yeah.
go. but Flander, you do not get
Aiming
advantage
at,
on the
aiming at
save.
Flanders' feet effectively.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, but he may. So Hemo, you get advantage on the save, and Flander, you're going to make your normal save.
Okay.
Dex save?
Yeah.
14.
No, 17. Because you get a +3 because you're within 10 feet of me.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah,
Flander,
with
what
the
do you
aura.
got?
Stand by. Okay, actually.
Even in large Flander, I don't think is
Okay,
in 10
still get a
feet of me, though.
+9. So.
Nope.
Oh, natural one.
Okay.
No, just too far.
You got 10, I think.
Where are the saves on
But
that?
that would be a 10.
It'd just be Dex or Con or whatever, right? Then unless they specifically say in the chart that they get better saves, it's just straight
I know,
up.
but they
whatever.
should have the save
Mhm.
because this is just the stat block for the
Yeah,
8.
skills, athletics, perception.
Okay, so you'll take 26 if you failed, which Graham you
I did.
failed, and if you make your save, you take 13.
Excellent.
All right. This one, on the other hand, is going to from the bushes here. He's going to fire at. I'm actually going to give 2 to him. He's going to fire at the big ape for whatever reason. This one here.
It's
Big
scary.
I don't know. You just watched it
Yeah.
decapitate an
I
ogre.
think that's.
Yeah.
I think we call it panic.
Yep. He fires at
With
you.
a
He's going to
rock.
hit you.
Yep.
You're going to take 7 points of damage, Graham.
It
And
is
then,
but a scratch.
all right, you see it move to here, which it hides immediately. And wow, I'm rolling good at my hide checks today. And then disappears. I got to mark him so I know that he's the one who's hiding and not just dead. Okay. All right. So he basically runs into the brush and disappears. And I think that's all of them. I think you killed everybody else. Okay. That is now Fortuna. Fortuna, from your, you can't quite see down here, but Graham, I will say from your position, you can see way in the back here, way back where this, I'm going to bring this map up a little bit to show over here. You can see that there is a rise here where this ogre bolt launcher dude is sitting up here firing. If I can get this thing, the map to go the right way, you can see this ogre bolt thing is firing. Right below it, you can see a cave entrance, a cavern entrance of some sort. You can also see a bunch of apparently a camping area back here. That's what you can see. But you definitely see a cave entrance happening back there. I wanted to clue you in. All right. What are you going? Who's next?
Fortuna.
Fortuna, what are you going to do?
10, 15, 20. So can she move to there?
Yep.
Or actually there?
Yep.
All right. And she's going to huck a boulder at the devastator.
Okay.
Oh boy, please kill it.
No. +9, 16.
Oh, yeah. The +9 will definitely hit it.
Gee.
Do your damage.
So 66 plus 1d6, 26, 32.
All right. When you hit this thing, you throw your launch your thing at it. It is still alive.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, you hit it. It goes. You can see it's like it doesn't know what the hell to do right now. That is Fortuna. It is going to try to flee. So if anybody has an attack of opportunity, go ahead and take it.
On the ogre?
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
it.
It's like it's got nothing left. It's like I'm out of here.
Yeah, these giant two
Ooh, I think 13 hit for previous conversation.
Yeah, it,
10 points of bludgeoning.
and that will kill it.
Woohoo!
Oh. Well, I swing, and as it's dying, I tap it.
Yeah, you know, as I say, you probably hit him on the top. I hit him on the bottom.
Do you
Yeah.
you want to smite it? Do you want to smite it? I'm teasing.
Yeah. I'll second level smite it, take it on a spell slot just to make sure.
We don't need those stinging spell slots. All right. All right.
Bashar awkwardly holds up his hand to high five you after that.
Gashar, what are you gonna
Yeah.
do? You just
Oh,
It
excellent.
misses.
you just took out that ogre. What do you want to do for your turn?
I'm gonna run up this hill and
I
attack
can deal
this
with God.
Devastator. If I get right under the tree behind him, like there,
Sure, I'll give
is
it to
that,
you.
is that dim light then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
fight in the shade.
It sort of is, yeah, exactly. It feels like a fresh of breath there. Runs around there. He might get snuffed.
Fresher breath air.
Okay, he's not dodging
Pressure
anymore. I'll
right
take
there.
that.
That's what he
I
said.
heard that too. Yes.
Fresher breath or air. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's in the same spot as that guy, but that's up to you.
No, yeah, that you can do that. That's fine.
All right, and then he'll take his normal attacks at this guy with his staff. 24 should hit.
Yep,
9 points of bludgeoning.
that will kill him.
Oh.
There we go.
Takes him out. Boom.
All right, and then you said the other guy was hiding, but I don't see him. I'm assuming.
No, your passive is too low to
Yeah.
see him.
Okay.
Finish.
Then
Just get up here.
he's going to actually. I think that was most of his movement. I didn't actually measure it out, so we'll say that was the end of his movement. That's fine.
Okay.
And his attack. Yeah.
All right, Flander, you want to do anything else? Yeah, I think everybody else is sort of gone. Do you want to drop out of initiative? You have this guy in the back. He hasn't
He's
gone
still
yet.
shooting at us.
What that was yeah, this guy here.
He does think
for
there's one goblin left, right?
Somewhere in
Mhm.
yeah,
Sorry,
you
can't
think there
move
might
that,
be
but-
somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
And the ogre bolt launcher with
Yeah.
there.
So what do you want
Yeah.
to do?
Ogre bolt launcher.
Can I see his
I think I can.
cave?
Yeah, you gotta
It's below here.
sacrifice the body. Go up there.
Yeah, there's a cavern entrance that's somewhere inside of here, right here.
And that's where it's firing out of, basically.
No, it's standing on top of it.
No,
It's standing on top
yeah,
of a
okay,
ledge.
so we can see it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just wondering how far is that now?
If you watch the intro to our video, that we've only had 40 times, this is what this entrance looks like.
There's still an ogre operating that, right?
Yeah, there's an ogre sitting up here. He's the one with the big bolt thing. He's just like,
And I'm going to throw a rock
Pretty
at him.
ineffective.
And
Well,
I'm going to throw a rock at him.
That's just fine for now.
okay, go for it.
Ineffective is how
Okay.
we like it.
So, yeah, it's good.
You might be feeling a little bit outgunned, outclassed.
It's got to feel bad watching all of your friends die in front of you.
23 hits.
over here.
What is what over where? It's just
It's a pile of rocks.
just a pile of rocks. Yeah,
Debris.
yeah. Which is one of the reasons why you just can find rocks here randomly somewhere.
Sounds
around.
difficult.
So what are you gonna
Okay.
do, Graham?
I throw a rock at him. 23
All right.
hit.
All right, yeah, you hit him. How much damage do you do?
22 points.
All right, not enough to get close to killing him, but you did hit him really hard.
You would be rolling at disadvantage at that distance.
You roll
Okay.
one more time to hit.
Okay.
What is the range that they have?
50, 100.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's kind of like him with his crossbow. He's so far
Yep, yep.
away, he has to,
You're right. Yeah.
But you rolled a 22, so
yeah.
plus 9.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you hit him. You did your damage. Nice job.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yep.
That is Blander. Hemo, what are you going to do? Anything? Kind of a quite the range of things going on. I'll try to.
I'm gonna dash 60 feet into this. I'm
Ravine?
assuming this is a ravine. It's
Yeah, it's
like,
kind of like a ravine of some sort.
is it still 15 feet ish above
Yeah, all
my
the walls
head?
are 15 feet in this area. I just did it to make it easy.
Okay, I'm gonna hug this wall and I'm gonna run for it as fast as I can. And this is 60 feet for a dash.
Yeah, you don't think anything on the other above that's gonna, unless they're right at the edge, they're not gonna be able to see you if you're running next
Yeah.
to the edge like that. All right, go ahead. You run
Got my
across
bow to
that
hand and I'm running.
ravine.
Unless you're like 20 feet tall.
Right. Yeah. That's cool. All right.
Oh, I bonus action. Sorry, second wind. That's gonna
Okay.
be a D10 plus fighter level.
Perfect. That brings us to
10
Finnis.
plus 7. Perfect die roll
Nice.
on second wind. I like that.
Nice.
There you go.
All right. That is Finnis. What are you gonna do?
Finnis is going to
Way down
get
here.
up.
Way at the bottom here. spent a lot of time climbing.
Poor Finnis.
I can make it all the way to here with the double move, and I'll kind of hide behind this rock.
All right. See him come
Launcher.
flying up. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. All right. That is Finnis Eckankar.
You're still fresh.
You see
I'm
these
going-
apes just goom, 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 goom.
I'm going to move up to here and try to find that final goblin.
All right, give me a perception roll.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah.
You look
only
around,
6.
you're looking around through the woods, kind of spotting, but there's this ape, this giant ape that keeps distracting you. You're like, what it is, but this thing is just like.
Yeah, I feel like I got blood in my eyes. There's too many things going on.
A little freaked out, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That is all right. Let me make a roll here. Okay. All right. What you're gonna see here is this ogre, this giant ogre that's sitting above you. Where's that? What's that? Oh,
I was
that's
just looking at the duration.
Oh, got it. What is the duration?
1 hour.
That's 1 hour. Okay. All right. What happens is you're going to see this creature jump back through this hole, and he disappears.
Do the map.
Yeah, I'll show him on the map.
Valid.
So he jumps back, and you see that this guy here just jumps and leaves, jumps down.
Is he able to carry that big, like,
Oh, yeah.
ballista thing?
He can carry it with him.
Okay.
It's almost basically like normal size for you, but it just for him, it just feels like it looks like a heavy crossbow, but it's ogre-sized heavy crossbow.
Okay.
For you, it just seems like it's unwieldy. It's crazy. That's what
okay.
happens. You see that guy drop down. You hear some of you can probably see him running over to the side here through a tunnel that's in the back. All right. What do you guys? We can drop out of initiative unless you guys want to do something else.
There's a goblin.
Yep, you can definitely try to search for the goblin if you want. That is Tortuna. What do you want to do?
So just Finnis is there, right? With
Yep.
21. Okay.
Yep.
A gigantic ape creature. Jeez.
That's
Like a
fantastic.
red devilish ape.
Yeah, and you guys have barely been
more
scratched. That's
pink these
awesome.
days?
Right? You barely took any damage, right?
No,
Yeah. All right, you climb up. What are you
I
gonna
took
do?
I took a bit.
ton.
double move.
Okay, that is that. Nobody else on the other team. I guess I could just pull that card out. Go, Gashar, it's your turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna look around. I knew that goblin was around here somewhere.
Yeah, give
so
me
I'm
a
gonna
give me a perception roll.
search for him for a second here. A 13.
That's your 13. No, you're looking around and you're not seeing him. You're like, where could he possibly have gone?
All right, and then, oh man, double checking distance here.
I will say, no, well, you wouldn't be able to see it, but the two of you will be able to see that there's a table here, and there are 3 tents here, and there is another tent here.
Gushar might have been one of the ones that saw the movement in that cave up there. He's going to do a single move then up to here and see if he can spot where that ogre is running.
It looks like there's a quick downward ramp into the darkness.
So he's going away.
Yeah,
down
and you
into
can
the
kind of
tunnel.
see the leftover remnants of the kind of the dust and soot as it's running down, kind of landing down. You know that it probably went down this tunnel. Now there's actually a secondary tunnel entrance here, but it's collapsed. One tunnel entrance is collapsed. The other tunnel is there. So there's like 2 tunnels, but one is collapsed and one is
Got
kind
it.
of open.
So he ran down the open one clearly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's my turn.
Yeah. All right. That is Gashar Flander. What are you gonna do? The entrance is 10 by 10. The tunnel. So
Okay, well, I think I'll make a perception check and see if I can't see that other guy.
go ahead. Give me a roll.
Okay, and as
+4 on the
that's a
perception.
+4. Yeah.
Nice. Come on. Roll big high. Give me big money.
Come on.
8. So it'll be a 12.
8 is your total. It's not 8 plus anything else.
8 plus, well,
8
it's
plus
12.
4,
Yeah,
12. Yeah,
8 plus
yeah
4,
you're looking
12,
around.
yeah.
He's like, then he walks over, maybe over to Eckankar, turns Eckankar's head and Eckankar's like, what? Whatever you're doing, Flander, you literally have no clue where this hob or this goblin might have gone to. All right. So that is Flander. Hemo, anything?
I'll
You're
just
still running along the edge there at the bottom?
yeah.
We're gonna bring down the map. So we can see.
I'm gonna run full speed.
All right, you come running up the side. It's a rocky ground. The ground beneath your feet is uneven and beaten down, but the grasses that are growing around here that you see have probably not been disturbed for a long time. You're thinking this plateau, though there you see these encampments and these weird rocks, probably hasn't been touched by most creatures. Beyond to the back, as that rises up over the back, it goes into rough, tall, really rough climbing mountains, peaks and valleys around behind it. So you think that this area that you came in would have been probably one of the only areas that could get up there, and also one of the reasons why the Wave Echo Cave has never been found. It's 120 feet up in the air on a cliff face. You know, you're not going to stumble across it by just wandering through. So what are you going to do? Anything else other than you're running?
I'm just looking around.
Perfect. And you can see
Not
that
too
there are
hard.
some big boulders here. Looks like that some of these boulders have been probably moved out of the cave, maybe at one time to create the caverns. Finnis.
Yes, I'm going to. I can make it kind of towards these tents, and I'm going to just keep an eye out and search. I can tell that everybody's looking for a extra combatant, so I'll do a perception to see if I spot anybody.
Yeah, you're not sure where he's
Just
at.
a 21.
Passes.
No, you're 20. It's still 21, right? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks. All right, that is Finnis. That is Eckankar. Anything else you're gonna do?
I guess Eck will move up, and like as he's moving, he's just like actively like coughing up blood. He's pretty hurt.
What
I
do you
am
have for hit
going.
points?
I am right now. I am at 18. I'm going to lay on
He's
hands.
still that high, actually.
Yeah,
What do you
no,
rate
I
him
mean he has good hit points and like damage negation, but I feel like he took almost every hit.
Yeah, we took a
Give
lot of
yourself 19
AoE from
hit
that
points.
Devastator.
Yeah, so
Or you didn't. I did.
I didn't.
The previous lay on hands, wasn't that like 19 hit points back too?
Yeah. So honestly, I'm gonna use up all of my lay on hands
Wow.
and maybe and I'll bonus action my second wind.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
need to. I have no hit points left.
It may have been just by chance, but he must have. I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, it might be. He must have hit you a couple times. Must have rolled to get high against you. I don't think I.
Well,
hit.
I mean, you got that crit
Well,
of
that crit
44
was
hit points.
right when I rolled a 20
Yeah, the
and
first
he
crit.
rolled
Max
then
out.
max damage, double lots plus 4. So that's
Yeah.
44 points of damage. Like
No, I mean, yeah, you crit me, and then there was a lot of chip damage.
yeah,
but
little things. Yeah,
yeah, no, it really
they were
took
shooting
its
arrows. A bunch of
toll.
people were shooting arrows 1 and 3 and 4 and
Right,
5 and yeah.
Death of 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, no,
Okay, so
exactly.
there- All right, you move out. Are you going to keep looking for the goblin, or do you want to drop out of combat? I'll let you decide how you guys want to do it.
I propose we rest for an hour. Get back hit points.
Yeah, that's a question. You know, now you guys got to think of what you want to do. Now you spent a bunch of resources to take the hillside.
we can't take the night, but maybe just
Actually,
sometime.
I did memorize for today Prayer of Healing. I knew we weren't going to get long rests for this dungeon, so if we
But
take
you-
10 minutes, I can do that.
I will
I
say
can
you
also
guys used a
do-
lot of resources for
There
this
it is.
entrance.
Yeah, I can also
Yeah.
do Song of Rest, which will give you a little bit of, will bump you up a little bit.
And it won't cost magic, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a
Do you
thing
get
to do.
your-
Well, I can also use my I can
No,
use a channel divinity to get a second level spell slot back, and then I get that back on a short rest.
Ooh. Okay, nice.
So I can kind of churn a little bit of extra spell slots out of it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Anyways, if we're dropping out of combat, Hemo's plan was to just come around back and
Yep.
then he'd probably search through these tents.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Finnis is poking around there
The
too.
tents themselves don't have a lot of materials in them other than what you would consider, the normal tent type of wear. However, as you're looking through, you find in that red tent, you find a crooked little wand, a wand that is made of wood and has sort of and on the very back end there's like a ribbon tied behind it, kind of flails out, almost looks like tassels on the bottom of this wand. You can definitely tell it's a wand because you do cast magic. What's in it, or if it's charged or anything, you're not sure.
Interesting. I might try to
That's what you see in the tents when you search the tents. Anybody else?
inspect this.
It's pretty intense.
Okay, I have a question.
And the table over here?
All right, you're gonna look at the table.
Yes.
All right, look at the table. You find a tome outlining the history of Triboar, like a book that talks about the histories that are going on. You also find some maps of the general area. You find a map of the castle that you instantly recognize it because you had been there. You find maps that outline where to find the outpost where they originally found Sildar. You find that. Yeah. You find maps that are outlining the Shrine of Savras. It actually shows the Shrine of Savras, and there's a couple question marks next to it. Like whoever's here, whatever it does, not sure what that is, right? And
So he didn't finish his quest log yet.
And you see the old owl well, and you see outline there, and it's kind of squared up. That's what you see. So you see those 4 maps, and you see this history of Triboar.
Let's go back to the owl well.
That's
Right
right.
now? Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just leave.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking the old before you had fast travel, where you'd set yourself running and then you go to eat a sandwich and hope you.
Yeah.
So Gashar will call it out to everybody what they found, but also that this makes me think they're very prepared for us coming as well. They know the area. They know all of these places.
You also find a small vial, probably a liquid. You recognize this as you've already seen one of these before. You actually know it, although you're informed and you can't speak it. But you can see it, that this is a potion of invisibility.
Ooh.
He looks around. Are there any other empty vials on the table?
No,
Hmm.
no.
Nods to himself.
Save this one for the adventurers.
Yeah. So no, he'll take that. He'll actually ask if anybody wants it.
Well, he's not a gorilla, so you want to take it? Be like,
You can still make gorilla noises if you want, but you're not huge.
I still suggest you take short rest and heal. Do you have ability to heal? Eck, he looks bad. Look at him. Look at all those holes. He didn't have those holes earlier, I'm pretty sure.
There's this huge dent right in my chest plate from when that battering ram hit me.
That was an incredible blow. I'm surprised you're still here.
I know, I flew above you.
I have a question regarding the hit points that I took as an ape. When I go back to my old self, do I take the same number of hit points?
No. Those hit points
No.
are all considered just to the ape. And as long as you're still alive as the ape, you get them. And when the ape goes away, you just get whatever hit points you had before as a PC.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome spell.
No,
Pretty awesome.
that's why changing shape is so awesome for druids
Yeah.
in general.
I like it.
It's pretty fun. I'm glad you guys had fun.
Because
with it.
Flander would turn back to himself and just go, "What a rush!"
Yeah.
All right, are you guys
So-
gonna wait here and rest? Because you have about almost an hour left in your spell. You crossed it. You did like 10 seconds of activity. So you have almost an hour left in your spell.
Well,
Do you
as
wanna-
I'm going to keep it,
Yeah.
and as they're resting, I'm just going to pile up a nice big pile of rocks in front of me and just keep an eye out.
Okay,
I
sure.
can say conversely, if we need to go in there right away, I can always take a sip out of the tea glass and
Or
do
too much, yeah.
44 plus 4.
The apes aren't going to fit down the hole.
Are they not?
10 by 10.
Oh, that's probably true.
That's true. It's 10 feet by 10 feet, and they
Yeah,
take up
that's
15.
true.
And
Yeah,
I
they're
didn't
not going
change
to
that.
fit
That's
anyway.
actually real.
No, that's
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's fair.
so. Might as well rest up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got
So you
two
go-
giant bodyguards.
You guys wait for an
Could you
hour to
Play
rest.
us a battle song.
You got a battle song. I think you get
For our
additional
last
D6 for
rest.
the battle song, right?
Yeah.
Song of rest.
Yeah. So I think
Song of Rest. Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You get an additional 1d6.
Nice. That's
On
awesome.
a short rest.
And I can spend any number.
Right. So if you spend at least 1 hit dice on top of all the hit dice, you get additional 1d6 once.
Okay.
1d6.
That'll bring you back up.
Cool.
I'm going to burn.
I think
Yeah.
one of you had a potion that allowed you to get maximum hit dice back in a short rest or something.
We used it.
I think I used that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to use 3 of my 7 hit dice, roll 3d10.
And you add your constitution for those too.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
I think
I
so,
guess I
right?
should have.
Double check,
Okay.
but I think when you roll your dice,
No, I don't think so.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's adding it. If you just click the hit die button,
Maybe I'll just roll
underneath
the
there,
hit
yeah,
die
it adds
thing.
your.
Yeah,
combo to
it should automatically add
Yeah,
it.
so you get your hit dice.
I'll
you
take
should
these.
get your constitution back with it.
Oh,
I think
nice.
too.
20 plus a d6.
Maybe that's because I don't have a con bonus.
Mm.
I do now.
23 puts
I
me
did
at
before.
50.
I just
Cool.
don't ever use hit dice.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh,
do
there
it
we go.
on a short rest, and that's fine.
Oh, nice.
I
I
Okay.
get my
Wow.
second wind back.
Zach, you really did. You got to roll the 4, but a 12 and a 10. Nice,
Yeah, that'll bring you back up
nice.
full. Excellent. All right.
So you guys wait your hour. If there's anything else during the short rest you want to do, let me know. I will say you probably will have identified that wand because you can spend
Yeah.
an hour identifying
Oh,
it.
that's true.
So just because I know your characters would probably remember it. So that
I'm
wand is
curious.
a wand of magic missiles.
Mm.
So it has 7 charges, I believe. Let me double check. I will give you the
Does anybody want this potion of invisibility?
If I was invisible, I'd be able to.
You'd get advantage on attacks, I believe, because
On the first
Ooh.
first
Yeah,
attack. Fair.
the-
Because they don't be able to see
Is
you.
it? I forget how invisibility works in 5e. Is it just like they can't see you? There's no like perception check they can do.
No, here's the thing. I mean, visibility is different. So, and this is according to Jeremy Crawford, is that if you're invisible but moving around, they know you're there. They just don't know exactly where you're there, and that's why
Yeah,
they get
they can.
disadvantage
Unless
to
you're
attack. you.
stealthing also, right?
But if you're stealthing and you're invisible, that's a
They
different
give you
Then they
deal.
a
roll
massive
against your
bonus.
stealth, right?
And the nice thing is, as invisible, you can stealth in the middle of the room, right? You can be
Yeah.
stealthing right through the middle of a chamber, which is nice. Whereas if you're not, then the moment that somebody can see you, like they move into the room and you're there, if you're not standing behind something or stealthing in cover, they can see you.
Mhm.
No, invisibility is really beneficial for stealthing. It's not so beneficial for running through the room, other than you just get disadvantage to hit you.
Yeah.
Just like being in darkness,
Mhm.
you can stealth in darkness. That's awesome. You're walking through darkness, they know you're there.
Right. I learned that.
I'm not sure I need that potion.
I just like
Better
it
up
could
close.
it could be useful for me, but also not really, just because I have such a low stealth.
However, I'm sure I could use it to get into position to use my bow.
It is yours.
All right. Then does somebody want this wand? It shoots magic.
So does it have to be on their spell list for them to be able to use it?
Yes, you have to be on your spell list in order to for you to be able to use the wand. The wand has 7 charges, and you can, when you do it, you can upcast for every charge you do. You upcast magic missile by 1, up to the maximum of 7, of course. And then it uses that many charges every day. It regains 1d6 plus 1 charges at dawn. However, if you expend the last of the wand's charges, there's a 1 in 20 chance that the wand is
burns up.
destroyed. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's not.
Well,
I wouldn't say that's like a huge great item for a 7th level adventuring party, but
No, it's still.
I mean, hey, some chip damage is never bad.
And like unavoidable damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Exactly.
I think Hemo and I are the only 2 people that can use it.
Yeah, I can't
You
use it.
cast, do you have magic missile?
I have it memorized.
No. But
Um,
it's on your spell list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an evocation wizard spell. So yeah.
So either you or I can have the wand.
I guess I'll take the wand. It's good sometimes to be able to hit things that I have trouble hitting with my regular projectiles.
Yeah, no
But,
cover. I mean, it can be in heavy cover and you can still hit them. Yeah.
Does
Fine.
somebody else want this invisibility potion? It seems dangerous for one person to have all this fancy stuff.
Um,
I just
I'm
don't think anyone else can
fairly good.
utilize it as well as you can.
I'm
Flander,
fairly.
Maybe-
you'd be able to.
Maybe Flander.
I could take it. Yep.
It might get you out of a pinch.
Awesome. Yeah. If you get
Why don't you
caught or
take it?
something trapped or something, and you can maybe use it to get out, who knows?
Or get in.
Yeah. Or get in. All right.
Yeah.
So
You can shrink us back down.
perfect. Well, and with that, we basically found our way to the edge of the cavern. We journeyed through the last of the Badlands and climbed this heavy cliff under duress from
Fought our way
combat.
up the-
Having to climb up over combat and fight your way through baddies as you're like turning into great apes and climbing and flying. It was kind of epic. It was awesome, and
It's
made it
rough.
to the top and eclipsed the edge of this plateau, only to clear out most of the baddies with one for sure, and you're not sure what happened to the other goblin. Two,
He's running away going,
running
spider.
away, right. You search the bodies.
Yeah.
When you search the bodies, you will find yourself, and I removed some of them and left some of them out there, but you will find a smattering of coins. You will find about 35 gold pieces amongst all of the baddies, if you want to write them down.
Got that, Graham?
Also on the goblins. The goblins have this weird device. It's a child's device, a child's plaything. It's a little wooden handle with a metal square. It's kind of a wooden handle with a metal square. When you pick it up and you move it, it makes this clicking sound. It goes. So as you spin it, it clicks. It's weird. You're like, you go. It doesn't appear to be magical. It might be. You have to detect magic, but you see that 3 of the goblins have them. You're not sure what they're for, so we'll call them child spinners. You can put them on your list.
Fidget
I'll
spinners.
take one of them.
Okay, yeah, they're not. I mean, they're out of game above the table. You guys know those kitty things that they spin. Or they sometimes have them at sport events. They can make the noise makers, whatever. But the 3 of these goblins have them. You're not really sure what they're used for.
No, but it's in case.
Never know.
I bet you we could.
Kishar, I'll grab one too.
All right, so Kashar's taking one, Fortuna's taking one, and who else is taking one?
I'll take one.
All right.
Finnis will take one. Everybody grab one.
And this
Well,
is,
there's
there's
only
3.
3.
There are 3 of them, as I might.
It could be an instrument,
All right,
Oh yeah, little additional percussion.
nice.
Hey, Finnis wants
Really
it.
fleshes out a band sound. I think.
Finnis wants it.
More clappy thing. Yes.
All right, that's fine.
Let the bard have the noisemaker.
Let the bard
See,
have
it is
the
a profession.
noise maker. All right, cool.
You make
or I will
bell
help you not.
sounds with your
Good noise,
godly
good
powers,
noises.
anyways.
He's a good noisemaker.
Great. And with that, we're going to end the adventure tonight at the mouth of the wave echo cave, eclipsing the plateau and cleaning out the rest of these guardians, these warriors. They clearly were some type of guards
Guard.
for the cavern. But what lies down that tunnel? At least one ogre ran down that tunnel, probably barely fitting. What happened to that goblin? You're unsure, but you do know one thing: that whatever's down there is definitely going to be trying to go after that Spellforge. And the fact that there's been a lot of heavy demonic activity means that there might be something of great risk down there.
We gotta
All
get
right.
there soon.
All right, and with that, I will give you a preview to everybody. That as we begin next week. You'll all be level 8.
What?
It's good to be an 8.
So when we come back, we'll level up at the beginning of next week and be level 8 as we enter
My
into
favorite kind of homework.
So do some homework, find out. I'm just previewing for everybody else that they'll be able to see that. And we'll go through your characters and everything else at the beginning of that. All right. So we'll talk to you guys next week. We're gonna enter in the bowels of the cavern, and we'll see what happens beyond the shadow, where you can finally work and operate at full 100%. Right.
Love it.
But so can they. All right. Until next week. Thanks for joining us, and like, subscribe, comment, all those great things. All right.
Yep. Thanks.
Good night.
tuned,
Bye.
everyone.